What's up, Met fans? Welcome back. Talking Mets and Rob. Live stream edition. We are going to talk about the New York Mets pitching rotation, the starting rotation. We're going to talk a lot about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget, guys, if you enjoy this live stream, let's get this live stream out to more people. Hit on that like button, everybody. Let's get those comments rolling. Let me see how everybody's doing. What's up, everybody? We're going to be here for about an hour, hour and a half. Talk about the Mets rotation. It's looking like Carlos Carrasco is going to be okay. That's great news for this rotation. It only helps the bullpen, which means Lucchesi and Yamamoto can be a part of this bullpen, which will really help. Sal, what's up? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Hit on that like button, everybody. If you're just tuning in, hit on that like button. Let's get this stream out to more people. Let's get it recommended on YouTube. The more people in here, the more fun we will have today in this hour and a half live stream. Let me wait for more people to come in. Start hitting those comments. How you doing? Azan, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, guys. We're going to be talking all about the Mets pitching rotation today. Let me hear your thoughts about it. Put your comments in here. I will respond to as many comments as I possibly can. If you haven't hit that like button, hit on that like button, everybody. So let me wait a couple of minutes until more people join in on the stream. So you can comment away. Give me your thoughts and opinions about the Mets rotation. We got some good moves. Good news about Carlos Carrasco. He felt good. There was a little bit of an issue with his arm, with the soreness, but it looks like he will be starting in this rotation. It looks like he might pitch this week in a game, which is very important. It will tell us a lot more in the coming weeks, but it looks like the 5 men that you will be seeing in this rotation is DeGrom, Carrasco, Stroman, Peterson, and Walker. So that is your starting 5. That's what we're expecting. As long as they're healthy, that is a pretty good damn rotation if you ask me. Let's wait for some more people to come in. Did you go to spring training? Azan, yes, I did. I went about 2 weeks ago, around March 1st. I went there. I did go to the opening game at Clover Park. You can check out my videos on my channel. I did post about 2 videos when I was in Florida. So check those out. It was a spring training preview that I did while I was in Florida. So check that out, Azan. Thank you for tuning in. So I'm going to wait a little bit for a couple more people to join us. If you're already here, thank you for coming in. Nelson, how's it going, buddy? Welcome back. As you know, Nelson is a regular, Sal's a regular. Azan, I don't remember if I seen you in the channel on the stream last time, but thank you for tuning in. I'm probably going to get my regulars coming in as always. You know I enjoy you guys. You know I appreciate it. The last stream, we got over 500 subscribers. There it is. There's another one. PK, what's up, buddy? How you doing? So just so you guys know, at the top of the chat, I added 3 new spots in my fantasy baseball league. If you want to join, hit on that link, create a team, and you'll be a part of the Talking Mets with Rob fantasy baseball league. So I added 3 more spots. If you want to join, the top of the chat has the link. Click on it and join. I'm going to add 3 more spots. Let's see if more people are going to want to join the fantasy baseball league. If they do, that's great. I will keep on adding more and more teams. The more teams, the more fun this is going to be. Don't forget, guys, the fantasy draft is this Saturday, March 20th at 5 p.m. I will be doing a live stream on my channel during our draft. So, we can talk about the players we got, the players we didn't get, round by round. So it will be fun doing that. The first time I'm actually doing it. So it would be really cool starting a fantasy league as the years go on with this channel. The bigger the channel gets, the bigger the leagues are going to get, the bigger the videos are going to get, the more live streams I'm going to do. Azan, what are the videos called? Just click on my channel profile picture and you can check exactly. There's a lot of different ones. There's the Mets season preview. There was a Mets jersey giveaway. There was the Mets versus Astros, those type of videos that were posted about a week ago. You can check those out, Azan. There's many, many videos that I did in Florida. It was about 3, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But Azan, you can just go right to my channel, and I got all the videos lined up in a playlist. You can choose any one you want. It was videos from like a week ago. So just look at that, and hopefully you enjoy those. Sal, any more news on allowed attendance for opening day? Sal, no. The last I heard, it's still 10%, which is about 4,200 fans, which is not exactly what we were looking for. But we still got 2 weeks until opening. Basically 3 weeks until the Mets opening day at Citi Field. I know it's only 2 weeks away until the opening day for the first game of the season in Washington. But as of right now, it is definitely looking like it's 10% at the moment. So that sucks. I understand that, but look out for the Yankee game, the Yankees opening day, because their first game is at Yankee Stadium. So it's very important to figure that one out. So if they have 4,200 fans, or 10% of them, it's probably about 5,000 fans. If they have about 5,000 fans, then you will know for sure, because it's only 6 days after that when the Mets are home at Citi Field. But as of right now, it's probably 4,200, which is basically 10% of the capacity at the moment. But we'll see what happens. The vaccine's rolling out. Everything's starting to open it up a little bit more in New York. Restaurants are it seems like every other day the percentage is going up of indoor dining. So, it's all up to Cuomo, but as we all know, Cuomo has more of an issue when it comes to sexual harassment. So I don't know what he's worrying about at this point. The last thing on his mind is probably attendance at ball games, but let's hope he does something soon, because I really would like to know. I'm one of the season ticket holders, but at the end of the day, it's probably going to be a random drawing when it comes to the season ticket holders. And then whatever season ticket holders don't go, that the rest of the tickets will probably go out to the public. But we have to know soon, because people like to plan around opening day. So we just got to wait and see. All right, guys. So if you're just joining us, this is this stream. We're going to talk about the Mets rotation, and among other things, other news that we heard about. We were just talking about with Sal just now about the capacity that Citi Field will have in the coming weeks at Citi Field when the Mets open up. Hayden, how you doing, buddy? So as of right now, it's still 10%, which is about 4,200 fans at Citi Field. But if Cuomo doesn't say nothing else by April 1st, which is the start of the season for everybody, just make sure that you can watch what the Yankees do and what Cuomo allows at Yankee Stadium, because the Yankees are playing at home on April 1st. So you'll have a pretty good idea on what Citi Field is going to look like capacity-wise. Just look at exactly what the Yankee Stadium is going to look like. If it's still going to be 10%, it's going to be about 5,000 at Yankee Stadium and 4,200 at Citi Field. Unfortunately, they're probably going to do a raffle drawing for season ticket holders, and then they're probably going to have about 3,000 season ticket holders that they're probably going to pick randomly. When they do that, the rest of the tickets are going to go out to the public, whatever it is, 1,000, 1,200. It sucks. It would be nice, but at the end of the day, we can only do what our politicians say, unfortunately. Well, Hayden, you make a really good point. I would love to go down to Marlins Park, because they're allowing at least 9,000 fans. I think it's like 25% capacity or something like that, which is actually very important. That's great. Like, I wish I could go down there, but it would be too early, and I just came back from Florida, so I don't know if I could do that right away. But you know what? We have to do what we can do it. If you can't go to opening day, go on Saturday, because Friday's the off day after opening day. So go on Saturday if you can get tickets for that. But these tickets are going to be a hot commodity, not only because of Steve Cohen owning the team, but because this team is projected to win 90-plus games. If you haven't checked out my latest video that I just posted, I am doing the National League East lineup rankings based on average, home runs, and RBIs. Hayden just talked about it. Thank you so much in the comments, Hayden. It's one of the videos that I like to do. It was a similar video that I did with the pitcher rotations in the NL East. I ranked them from 5 to 1 based on ERA. So I'm doing that similar to what I'm doing with the lineups. These are the projected lineups that are projected from a couple of sites, but I took the lineup that I've seen the most. I checked ESPN, MLB, Roto World, Roto Champ, all those sites, so I can get a projected lineup. I mean, I'm pretty got a good idea what the Mets lineup is going to be, but I wanted to make sure I got as close as right possible when it came to the other lineups for the teams in the NL East, because that's important, obviously. And so there's a lot of interesting things there, and I don't think anybody will be shocked at the ranked teams that are number one, and you wonder why they are number one, and you can just tell as soon as you could just tell. You watch the video, you'd be like, you know what, Rob, I probably agree with you, but you know what? Check out the video. Hope you enjoy it, guys. I hope you guys checked out my new YouTube banner that I posted. To change up my channel a little bit. I've been doing this for 3 months, about 2.5 months now. So I thought a little bit of change would be good. Get the channel moving a little bit. So I changed my banner, changed my icon, all that fun stuff. So if you haven't seen it, go on my YouTube channel page, and you'll see the new banner that's up there. It's pretty cool. I try to change things up every couple of months, so that'd be great. So, guys, the Mets rotation, when it comes to everybody that we're looking at, it looks like that the rotation could be healthy going into the season so far. Why not look at that? This is important because we were worried about Carlos Carrasco. Now that Carlos Carrasco looks like he might be able to pitch this week is a good sign, because that puts him right in line about 2.5 weeks until his start in the season, which will be very, very good. And he will be able to start the season, but we have to wait and see he gets through this throwing session and him in the game and see how he does. Hopefully he comes out with no pain. Let's see. Sal, I got season tickets as well. Where do you sit? Well, I sit in section 515. That's one of my favorite sections, right? It's up high right behind home plate. That's one of my favorite sections. I've been sitting there a couple of years now. It's one of my favorite sections. I like to see the whole field. I don't like being on the right field side, left field side. Like if it's the playoffs, I'll sit, on the lights. But 515 is my section. I love that section. I got a lot of the same people that sit around that area, so it's just a great section for me personally. Sal, where do you sit? How many home runs for Alonso and McNeil? It's a good question. I would be happy personally if Alonso hits 35, and McNeil, I could see him hit 20. I know Alonso with 35 is a bit low, but I'm not looking for him. I want him to be. I know he's going to hit home runs. He looked like he's locked in spring training this year, so I'm not expecting too crazy numbers, but I do expect Alonso to hit at least 35 home runs. I appreciate. I would take 35 home runs, but you know what? If I can see Alonso hit 260 with 35 plus home runs and knocking 100 RBIs, that's perfect for me. That's a season that I would like to see. And McNeil, I would say 20 home runs is probably what I would see want from McNeil. Sal, yes, exactly. Mike, yes, the strike him out guy. Yes, that's who I sit around. Yes. Yep, all those guys. Yeah, I sit with Mike. Yep. Oh, you in 506, but I move. Oh, okay, Yep. Yeah, so that's the guy, Mike. If you don't know Mike, he is a strike him out guy. He is a really good guy. He's been going to games forever. And if you hear that loud, he struck him out. It's basically what the 7 line the 7 line does in center field by the Big Apple Reserve seats. They do that as a respect for Mike, and that was cool how they did that. Mike is not very fond of that. He likes to do his own thing, but he still does it at 515, which is really cool. And you know what? He's a really nice guy. He knows his shit, and that's all you can ask for a baseball fan. You know what? He's a regular. He owns that seat basically at Citi Field and probably the seat in Shea Stadium. So, all right, guys, we got 10 consistent viewers at the moment. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit it on that like button if you haven't already, guys. Let's get this stream out to more Met fans. Let's have some fun today. We're talking a little more about the Mets rotation. I think this rotation, if healthy, is probably top three in the league. And I really do believe that if everybody's healthy, this Mets rotation can be very, very good. And you know what? We need this rotation to be good because the bullpen is still a problem, as we've been talking about in all my videos and in a lot of the live streams and in the chats as of late. Sal, I'm in 506, but I move around a lot. Sal, let's see. My seats were in 515 2 years ago. Oh, okay, so you probably see me around. You know, I'm always there. You know, I'm in that 515 area. I use it. Sometimes I move around. Sometimes if the 7 lines in town at the game, I usually peek my way around over there in the Big Apple Reserve. So and you know the Jim Beam area over there too. So that's usually where I'm at sometimes too. But I'm usually in 515 because that's where my peoples are. The guys and girls who I like to watch the games with. They're a great bunch of people and we have fun. You know, in 2019, I think I went to probably about 70 home games and about another 15 away games. So it was a lot of games. So hopefully somehow, some way, I'm allowed to go to a lot of games this year, which is it's great for me and it would be fun for you guys because I will be doing a lot of videos from City or hopefully from City Field and pre and post game videos that I will be doing as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So guys, let's talk about the Mets rotation. Obviously, we know DeGrom is the best pitcher in baseball. We're really not worried about him too much. We know he's going to be great, but I do see him possibly winning another Cy Young. I don't feel like there's much. There's obviously competition, but I just feel like if he pitches the way he has been in spring training, there is no possible way that this guy is not going to win the Cy Young. I think he's going to win it. I think last year, if it was a full season, I think DeGrom would have won 3 consecutive Cy Youngs. But I really do feel that he can be a Cy Young Award winner this year in 2021. I really do believe that Jacob DeGrom is going to be better than ever. And that's very hard to say when he had a 170 ERA a couple of years ago when he won his first Cy Young. 13 consistent viewers, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hit on that like button if you haven't already. Let's get this stream out to more people. Let this video stream go out to more YouTube recommended videos. We want that to get recommended to more people. The more people, the more fun this stream's going to be. And that's what we want, right? We want to have fun here. That's the most important thing. Talking Mets rotation. And I'm going to check the comments really quick so I can catch up on the comments so I can respond to everybody. Do people with season tickets have their seats guaranteed? Cole, no. That's not how they're doing it as of right now. They're changing by the minute, but the Mets haven't really come out with too much information yet because they're still waiting on some rulings and rules that Cuomo's going to pass. But at this moment, guaranteed seats are not probably going to happen based on they want to have seats spaced out with people. There might be people that have a 4-seat season ticket plan. There might be 2 seats, so they're going to have to move people around. A lot of people like to sit in their same section, so you can't have a section packed when it comes to the COVID, way right now. So what I'm thinking, season ticket holders will get priority to get to opening day and other games, but they'll probably be moved around the same area. Like if you're in the 100 sections, you probably say if you're in 115 and that's your seat, you're probably, if there's a lot of people in that section that are season ticket holders, they're probably going to get spread out along those sections, like 110 to 115. They're going to be spread out between there. The same thing goes for other areas, but it's 4,200 people. If it's going to stay at 10%, it's 4,200 fans. It's a 42,000 seat stadium, 41,200 seat stadium. So you could spread people out with 4,200 people. But, at the moment, you're not probably going to have a guaranteed seat. Like, I'm not expected to be in 515. But again, I think they're going to do a random drawing on season ticket holders with a certain amount of seats and then go from there and then make the rest of the tickets that are available public to the fans. That's what I'm thinking, but we have to wait and see. There's a lot of issues that are still happening, and we're only 3 weeks away until opening day at Citi Field and 2 weeks away from opening day, from opening the season. So there's a lot of things, Cuomo has to make a decision because the Yankees play in 2 weeks at Yankee Stadium. So there's something that you have to look at. I know he got other things he has to worry about, but at the end of the day, people are spending a lot of money on baseball tickets. So you have to, respect the fact that, hey, listen, I got to make a decision. So people have an idea. There's people traveling. There's a lot of Yankee fans, a lot of Met fans come from Connecticut, New Jersey, other parts of the East Coast. And, some people might actually travel from other parts of the country just to come to opening day. And, they can't book anything or they can't plan anything until they actually know. All right, guys. Richard Green, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Any concerns of the ground burning out since the ground he's throwing so hard too early? No. Richard, I'm not worried about that. Thank you for the comment. I'm not worried about it. The reason why I'm not worried about it is because DeGrom even talked about it in one of his post-game interviews. He said that all his mechanics is flawless right now, and the way he's throwing it effortlessly. If you see how he throws and his mechanics, everything's on point. And when everything's on point, you have a lot less stress in your arm. And I don't think he's gonna burn himself out. I don't think he's given everything he has throwing so hard. Because if you noticed, it's just what he does. And if he continues to repeat his mechanics and does what he's been doing, I don't think he's going to get burned out. And you know what? If he feels like his arm's getting tired, DeGrom's good enough where he can throw 96, 97 and still get people out very easily. So I'm not really worried about DeGrom burning himself out. I am worried about guys like Carlos Carrasco and pitchers like that who are 34 years old, who are not a gunslinger like DeGrom, who throws 96, 97, 98. But he is 34 years old and, coming off of elbow soreness and, not really pitching much in the last year and a half. It's really important to see what Carlos Carrasco does. So, maybe it's a good thing that he hasn't pitched yet in spring. So it keeps his arm a little more healthier, but we have to wait and see. But DeGrom, no, I'm not worried about him at all. I think DeGrom knows his body, and I just think that he's just in the game right now. He's just 100% focused, and I think he's fine. So, Richard, I'm not really worried about DeGrom. Richard, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and hit on that like button. All right, guys? If you're joining this live stream, hit on that like button so we can get more people in this live stream so we can talk Mets baseball and the Mets rotation. I got the tickets in 2019. PK said, "Hey, we all start somewhere." PK, that's all. That's all I can say. I think the Mets are waiting for Cuomo to say something. Texas will, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not. Yeah, look, I believe things should be more open than they are around the country. Like everywhere you look, the rates are down from what they were even 2 months ago, even a month ago. But you know what? I don't agree with the 100%. That's a little crazy to me. But there's no reason why every ballpark shouldn't have 50% capacity. You can spread out 20,000 fans in a 40,000 seat stadium. You can do that. It's possible. Require a mask while you're eating and while you're drinking. You can have your mask down so you can eat and drink, and you have to put it back up. When I was at spring training a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, they had people in this. They had ushers all over the place, more than usual. They even had a sign that says "Put on your mask." So they weren't as strict as some places. When you were at your seat, you did not have to wear your mask. But when you were walking around in the concourse area by the concessions, you had to wear your mask. So you were spread out. Obviously, it's not as many people you would see at a ballpark. They had, I think, 1,500 fans in a 5,000 seat stadium or 4,000 seat stadium. So, but at the end of the day, they were making you wear a mask when you were walking around, but when you were at your seat, you can take your mask off. So I'm not saying to, take your mask off while you're at the seat. You can put 15,000 fans in a 40 seat stadium. You can do that. It's not that difficult. What I mean? Like, require people to wear masks. They got freaking security all over the place at Citi Field and at Yankee Stadium and ballparks across the country. Just have people watching out for that. That's all. There's always going to be an idiot or two that never going to wear their mask. And that's going to be an issue. You know what? You kick them out. That's it. You know what? They kick people out who are too drunk and are acting a fool. So kick them out if you're not complying with the rules of wearing a mask. That's it. It's not that difficult. Yo, Fernando, what's up, buddy? Nah, Fernando, I don't agree with you. Thank you for joining in. Like I said, it can be done. You can go to stores, you can sit in a diner for an hour. Now, while you're at your seat, while you're at your table, and eat with your mask off around other people, even though you're socially distanced, you're inside. In an outside area, there's a lot less of a chance that you're gonna contract COVID. And at some point, we're gonna be worried about COVID the rest of our lives, no matter what vaccine is there. 100%. If 100% people are vaccinated, which probably won't happen, but even if 70% is, COVID's not going away. COVID's always going to be here, just like the flu. So at the end of the day, COVID is always going to be around. It's just a matter of us protecting ourselves where we need to be. If you don't feel comfortable going to a game, nobody's telling you to. But I can guarantee you, there's about 75% of baseball fans out of 100 that want to go to baseball games. You can do it. You wear your mask. I'm not saying to open up 100% like Texas. That's insane, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, make sure you protect yourself. If you don't feel comfortable going to a game and you're not fully vaccinated, don't go. That's it. That's all. That's all I can say. Like everybody has different opinions about it. Everybody has different health risk. So at the end of the day, you have to make your own decision for you and your family, and that's it. That's all you can do. I want to go to games. If I can get the opening day, I'm gonna go. But I'm not gonna be stupid walking around with my mask off, because I did not do that when I went to the game in Florida in spring training. I didn't. When I got to my seat, even when I was at my seat, you were allowed to take your mask off. I still wore my mask 95% of the time. I did have a drink or two. I took my mask off to take a drink and a little bit of food. But other than that, I had my mask on. Also, I had to travel back to New York. So I had to get tested before I even got back on a plane to get to New York. So I couldn't risk catching COVID, or I wouldn't have been able to get to New York. So, at the time, the rule was you still had to get tested before you came back to New York from any state. So there you go. So I did it. I tested negative a couple of times. So at the end of the day, it can be done. Everybody has their own prerogative when it comes to going to a game right now, and that's okay. Fernando, Texas, where they got those big ass. Yeah, man. Listen, when it comes to Texas, with basically open 100% with, basically no mask or going around or something like that, but they are requiring masks throughout the stadium. But I think the Texas new stadium holds about 45, if I'm not mistaken, 45,000. So it's probably going to be a packed house. You got to remember, they opened the ballpark in 2020, and obviously there was no fans, so everybody wants to see that ballpark. Even if the team could be bad, there's going to be a full crowd. So we're going to see how it goes. It's going to be interesting. That's for damn sure. But you know what? I don't expect. I probably wouldn't go to a game that's 100% capacity at the moment. I might think about it, especially if I'm fully vaccinated and I'm wearing a mask. I probably would. So, but we'll wait and see. We're clearly going to see what's going to happen. Even the Cowboys, when they were playing during the NFL season, they had, I know it's like 100-seat stadium, but they had about 40,000. So it can be done. The rates didn't spike up crazy. So, what? The vaccine is rolling out. Everybody's getting vaccinated. We still got a couple of weeks until opening day. So we just got to wait and see, guys. Hayden, I'm sure the Northerners like the mask because it keeps their face warm from the cold weather. Hell yeah. Especially going to a game in April. I would be very happy wearing a mask. Saves my ass, keeps my ass warm. That's a damn sure. Fernando, Rob, you watch Inside the NBA with Charles Barkley, Shaq, Ernie? I watch it every now and then. I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm not very fond of the NBA right now. I don't like the way the game is played. It's basically pass the ball, shoot the ball around the perimeter, and that's it. There's no, on the low key defense in the paint anymore. There's no more anything like that. It's not really baseball. It's basically a 3-point shoot around. So, but yeah, I do watch it every now and then on TNT. It's pretty, they're funny guys. Charles Barkley's the best. PK, do Ranger fans really want to go see that circus though? I don't know. You know what? People want to get out. I tell you that much, and that's probably the reason why too. Oh, Fernando, you're one of those people. Well, that's right. We only need 70%, so you can be the 30% that don't get it. Yeah, I guess so. But you know what? Eh, I watch it every now and then. I follow the guys on all of those guys on Twitter, so I always see the highlights of it and stuff like that when they say something crazy. When Shaq's beating the hell out of Barkley and they're fighting in the middle of the broadcast. But yeah, but at the end of the day, yeah, it is what it is. But I like the Knicks, but I'm not crazy about the NBA the way it's played right now. Nelson, if Mr. Met has to wear a mask, everyone must follow. Yeah, like I said, it is your prerogative to go or not. You know what? You need food, right? You go to Stop and Shop, you go to Costco, you go to BJ's, you go to everywhere, right? You go there, you're wearing a mask the whole time, right? It is what it is. You're indoors. It's more likely that you're going to contract COVID indoors than you are outdoors. That's scientifically proven. They've been saying it for many months, but like I said, it's up to you if you want to get vaccinated. It's up to you if you want to wear a mask. It's up to you if you want to go into a public setting. That's it. It is what it is. Like I said, if you want to be a cave dweller for the next 10 years, because if you're still worried about COVID, then with being fully vaccinated, the majority of this country probably will get vaccinated probably by the end of the year. I mean, you're going to be a cave dweller, and you know what? You're not going to be able to leave your house because COVID is like the flu. It's never going away. You just have to. That's why there's vaccinations for the flu. That's why we have vaccinations for all types of other diseases and viruses, because at the end of the day, the diseases and viruses are basically still around, but most people are vaccinated, so there's a herd immunity, which is always the thing that you want when it comes to a virus. Let's see, guys. Oh man, you're missing that awesome show. Let's see. Fernando, those people in Arizona were outside in the pool, and over 200 people got it. Yeah, see. I mean, you're in a pool, you can't wear a mask, I mean, it's going to get wet. It's pointless. But like I said, that's stupid. That's something that you just have to think about. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to end up in a public pool around there with, 100, 200 people in Arizona's case, and you're not wearing a mask. I mean, clearly you're probably going to catch it. One person has it. There's a lot of people that are going to get it. It's just, but that's a crazy scenario. Like, that's something that's stupid. But I guarantee you'll be more safe at a baseball game wearing a mask than you are in a pool with no mask. It's just common. That's just common sense right there. Hayden, they will be selling food and drinks. There's no doubt. Now, they might not have all the concessions open. You might not get the food that you probably want. You might have like the regular concessions that sell the chicken fingers and fries, the hot dog, the pretzels, the sodas, the beer. But you're not going to have they might have one sausage and peppers area, something like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to open up all the concessions, but some of them will be. But it depends on what state you're in, too. If you're in Florida, they're probably going to have all of them open. At spring training with the Mets, they didn't have all the what's it called? They didn't have all the concessions open. They had like 3 concession stands open, and then they had the bigger team store open, but that was about it. Like, you're not going to see that in the beginning. So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You're going to have drinks, you're going to have food around there. Just be smart. When you're eating at your seat or when you're drinking something at your seat, drink it, put your mask back on. That's it. That's all you can do. That's what I did. It's annoying. It can be annoying, but you know what? The experience I had just at spring training, just to be at a baseball game with the smell of the grass, with the fans around, I couldn't wait for that, and that's great. Let me check the comments really quick. Yeah, see, SARS, yeah, exactly. So it's like, Fernando, you can stay in your house, but at the end of the day, I know a lot of people that stayed home and still got COVID. So, at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know what? I was fortunate. I never got it. I've been tested enough. I never got it. People that are around me a lot have not got it, so that's a good thing. Hell yeah, I'll be getting all the fat food, Fernando. That's right. That's right. In my belly. That's it. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. We're talking Mets baseball here. Mets rotation. We're talking about capacity of the stadiums around the country and specifically the Mets and Citi Field. What's going to happen? Latest news, everything like that. But at the end of as of right now, 10% capacity is the capacity right now for New York, for the Mets and the Yankees at Citi Field and Yankee Stadium. But we still got 2 weeks until the Yankees open up on April 1st. So that is going to be a target that we're going to be looking at as Met fans, because if they allow more than 10%, that's probably what Citi Field will have in capacity. So it really depends on what Cuomo does in the next coming weeks. I'm assuming we're going to find out something this week, because sooner or later the teams have to tell Cuomo, listen, we need some type of guidance. You got to give us a number so they can plan, because you got to give fans a chance to plan around their schedule. It's not like it's a weekend where most people can go. It's a Thursday for a Mets opening day at Citi Field. So, and at Yankee Stadium on April 1st. So you got to give people a chance. It's a weekday. People have to take off work. There's not much, kids might take off from school, stuff like that. You see it every year right before right before opening day. You got that please excuse whoever from school today because of opening day. We see that every year when it posts on social media. So at the end of the day, we need some guidance from New York. We need some guidance from Cuomo. We got to see what the hell's going on. Sometime this week, we're probably going to get some news. So keep on watching about that. Cuomo has a press conference basically every day. So you just got to figure out when he's going to do it. But he's probably going to do it this week to give the teams a chance to start putting the tickets or stop planning and give some information to the fans about it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We got 15 consistent viewers. What's up, everybody? We're talking Mets baseball. We're talking Mets rotation. We're talking about fan capacity and how many fans are gonna be at opening day in Citi Field in about 3 weeks, and at Yankee Stadium as well, because it is important to us. Sweetie R6, what's up, buddy? Taijuan Walker, underrated. I absolutely agree with you. 100% agree. If he stays healthy, because injury has been a problem. He looked good last year with Toronto when he came with a 1.7 ERA. Taijuan Walker can be a very, very interesting and big piece to this rotation. He's another year removed from Tommy John, so that's also a good thing as well. Sweetie, if you haven't already, please hit on that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't as of yet. I really would appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in to this live stream. Fernando, enough people have dead on his watch. Yeah, well, what? Who? Cuomo? Yeah, well, nah, Cuomo. Listen, close it down. We've been closed down for a full year, yet more people died while it was closed. It made no sense. So, at the end of the day, he's got to figure it out. Like I said, sooner or later, people are getting vaccinated now, so that's the most important thing. And the more people vaccinated, the more herd immunity this country will have, the state would have, particularly. So we just got to wait and see what happens. Fernando, Carrasco long toast yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. We were just talking about it. I think right before you popped on. Carrasco did have a throwing session yesterday. He felt good. So that's a good thing. He will probably pitch sometime this week in a game. Probably pitch an inning or two just to see how his arm feels after the game, which is important. And if it goes well, he'll pitch the following week, and then he should be ready for opening day, for opening of the season, because he will be the number 2 pitcher. So, but we would just have to wait and see what happens, because if Carrasco is a part of this rotation and he's healthy, this rotation is probably top 3 in the league for sure. And we need this rotation to be very good because the bullpen is not very good. Hayden, did you still want to set up a Zoom for today? I can't do it today, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that. I got a couple of things going on, but Hayden, just email me and pick a date and time, and we'll do it. All right, buddy? Sorry about that, about today. Cuomo has bigger issues on his plate than the ballparks. Yeah, Hayden, but you know what? That's his problem. That's his personal problem. There's other things going on in the state of New York that he has to worry about. Just because he's a creep and he has problems in his own personal life when it comes to harassments, that's his problem. He still has to run this city and run the state. So he's got to get going and figuring things out. You know, people have to make plans, teams have to make plans. A lot of money's been involved with these teams, with the fans. Cuomo has to decide this week, and I think the teams are going to start pressuring him a little bit on making a decision. Yes, Fernando, cookie is in the oven. Finally, the chocolate chips are on the cookies. The cookies are in the oven, so hopefully they come out nice and baked. Let's see, Cole. Outside of COVID, what do you think about having tickets for free? Because people have been talking about it lately. I don't know. A lot of teams are probably not going to do that because they lost a ton of money last year for not having fans. I mean, you might get the occasional, like buy one ticket get one free. The Mets had that a couple of years ago as well, so they might do that. But they're going to make their money on the concessions and people in the ballpark as well, not just ticket sales. So that's a good idea of trying to get people in the ballpark. The more people, the more money they make with concessions. But I don't think they're going to do that so quickly, especially free tickets, because of the capacity is not going to be a lot right now. So they're going to want the money from the ticket sales. And the majority of the people that go, which is a small percentage, a couple of thousand people, is not going to make a lot of money for the teams in concessions and team stores and all that while they're in the ballpark, because there's not that many of them. So that means less concession stands are going to be open, less people working. So that's already a bad thing too, because the jobs got to come back as well. So that's always a problem. Security is going to be high probably. You're going to see probably more security than ushers and concession people and regular workers because of the whole COVID and probably watching out for people and everything like that. Jonathan, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for tuning in. Hit on that like button, guys, if you haven't already. We got 12 consistent viewers. Thank you for tuning in. Hit on that like button, everybody. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. A lot of big things are going to be happening. Consistent live streams are going to be happening probably in a lot before the season, and I'm going to go live every game before and after every game, most likely during the season. Definitely, it's going to be a pregame. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to do post games, but I will do pregame live streams for you guys. So that would be fun. Hopefully, going to do a lot of post games, but we just got to wait and see how that goes. That's right. Jonathan is here. Do you feel Vince Gallino is better than Betances? It's a good question, Jonathan. I would say right now, yes, because Betances, his fastball is gone. Like, he was throwing 92, topping out. So, yeah, I would think Vince Gallino's, I wouldn't say much better, but definitely better than Betances for sure. Who's on more some? Carrasco or Hicks? Hicks on St. Louis, the guy that throws 100? I would say Hicks. Why not? Fernando, people's health aren't as important as New York making money, said. Yeah, but you know what? At the end of the day, you've seen other states having things open for the most part, and things are going okay. Like I said, you're not going to stop COVID, but you have to appreciate and respect and trust people wearing masks. That's what you can do. Like I said, people sound as important as New York making money. Yeah, but at the end of the day, this state has been shut down since basically last March. Like thousands upon thousands of people lost their jobs at the same time. There's a lot of things that, this state is never going to recover if you don't open back up. They're already in tremendous debt. And then you have your governor killing people in nursing homes at the same time as well. So, as much as he might have did things correctly in the beginning by closing things down, everybody agreed he had to close things down the first couple of months because we didn't know about, COVID that much. We didn't know a lot about it, how it affected people, how it was contracted and everything like that. But as soon as you had all those information and scientifically knowing that a mask can protect you from COVID, things should have started open gradually. Remember that phases that he was doing, phase 1 to phase 4? Well, we stopped at phase 2 and nothing ever happened after that. So it was a big political thing as well. It was all political, especially in states like New York, California, Michigan. It was all political. That was the reason why these states were closed. It wasn't because they were trying to save lives. Trust me, they did not give a shit. These governors want to make money for their states. They can't do that if their states are closed. But they were doing that politically because they wanted Trump out, which a lot of people did agree with. But at the end of the day, they hurt their states to the point where Newsom in California, they basically have a petition over 1 million people signed it to get him out because he locked down California, but yet he was having private dinners with his family in restaurants, but nobody else was allowed. It's a joke. The same thing with Cuomo. He had a couple of times when he was out and about when he had the state locked down, but he was still out and about in restaurants. So it was the same thing. They're saying one thing and doing another, but yet they want people to do what they say, but they're not doing what they say. So it don't make no sense. Sal, what's up? No more hard copy tickets, just phone scan. That just sucks. Yeah, I agree with that. I really like getting the book, the beautiful books that they have for every season. They might have a team photo on it or something that's really cool. I know they're not doing that as much, but sometimes they do it. But with COVID, I don't know if they're gonna do it at all. Sal, did you get the hard copies, the booklet, for the season ticket plan? I'm curious about that. The corona, yeah. Instead of the seventh inning sing along, we should have the coronavirus sing along in the seventh inning. Do the states have a race every year to see who makes the money or how many people die? Well, probably both, to be honest, Fernando. If you're Cuomo, if it helps you politically, you say there's less people that died on your watch, and then when it helps you politically or hurts you politically, when he tried to hurt Trump, he said that New York was terrible. So, at the end of the day, it was all political. It wasn't about the people's lives at all. Sal, I agree. You can't hide from COVID. The sooner people realize that, the better we all are. Agree. You know what? There was a SARS issue not too long ago when Obama was in the White House, and then you had the influenza problem and everything like that. Earlier, when Clinton and Bush was around, we dealt with it. People lived their lives again. That's what you do. Vaccines were made. Things were solved. People were getting vaccinated. You know what? There's probably not, every year we have to get booster shots for the flu vaccine. So, a lot of people do, a lot of people don't. I don't get the flu vaccine. I never did. But, I might get the flu once every 10 years. I don't think I got the flu in about 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. So, at the end of the day, but Fernando, by the way, Ebola is 10 times worse than COVID. It's just that it was confined to one area in a country in Africa. Other than that, it could have easily spread like coronavirus for sure. But Ebola is much more deadly than COVID. And the science shows it, man. Hayden, politics and sports, what can go wrong? Everything. But you know what? I don't think this comes down to a political thing anymore, because at the end of the day, it's not really political at this point. It's just the fact that he has, in New York, indoor dining is at like 40% now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And that's indoor dining. So 40% in a restaurant. So 40% in any restaurant. So even a small restaurant can have indoor people in the restaurant at 40%. So that means small restaurants can have 40% capacity, which is probably still tight even when it's 100%, but 40% is probably tight as well. So like I said, I'm not walking into an indoor dining restaurant and eating. I haven't done that at all, and I'm still not going to do that indoors because I know that's a bigger risk. Outdoors is a whole new ball game. So I truly believe that even I would say they should start with 25% capacity. I think that's fair. You got 40% indoor restaurants. You can't have 25% outdoors in a stadium. It's crazy to me, in my opinion. Jonathan, lucky my state is doing good with COVID. Hey, that's great. You know what? There's some states doing better than others, but let's be honest. Across the country, even the states that were hit the hardest, which was New York and California, i.e., states that were completely locked down, are one of the worst in the country. Was our, all the rates are going down, and that's a lot. There's a lot of reasons. People are still wearing their masks. People are getting vaccinated. That's the biggest reasons. So that's what we're hoping for. We all want these states to open back up. We want to live our normal lives again because this past year sucked for all of us. Jonathan, what are the lyrics to the Corona song? Ex Fernando, he's probably writing it now while he's working out. Like my Corona, yeah, my Corona, Oh God, you make me do some things I never do in front of people. Sing. That's a good one. I like that. Nelson, that's a great one, buddy. All right, guys. So let's get back to Mets talk, even though we've been talking a lot about the coronavirus, which is affecting this baseball season to come. All right, guys. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about the Mets rotation? Who do you think is going to be the biggest surprise in this Mets rotation? Obviously, there's no surprise with Jacob deGrom, but if you had to choose one pitcher in this rotation, in the starting five, tell me who you think is going to be the biggest surprise. Hit me with the comments. I'm going to tell you mine while I see the comments. So my surprise pitcher in the rotation that I think is going to have a great season is going to be Marcus Stroman. Now, if you watched a lot of my videos on my channel, you know I'm not a big fan of Marcus Stroman. I'm one of his biggest critics. And it's because he is a pain in the ass, in my opinion. He talks too much. He talks like a Cy Young Award winner, and he hasn't won a Cy Young. He talks like he's DeGrom, but pitches like he's Mike Pelfrey for the Mets. So it's something that wasn't easy for me to say, but as you know, I'm real with you guys. I really think Marcus Stroman is going to have a breakout year. I think he's going to be one of the best pitchers in this rotation, minus DeGrom, because I think DeGrom's going to be better than everybody. But Stroman, I feel, because he's on a contract year, and that split change that he developed during the offseason is really working well for him in the spring. And that's a new pitch that teams have not seen. And you got to really look at that, because when a team has not seen that pitch and he's throwing it the way you're supposed to be throwing a split change, when it's looking like a strike and looking like a fastball, and then it dips down late in the out of the strike zone, that's a pitch that can be deadly, especially with his slider and especially with his fastball. So I really think if I had to choose one, Marcus Stroman is going to have a breakout year in this rotation. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yamamoto pitched well. Yes, I agree. But Fernando, we're talking about the rotation. But Yamamoto did pitch well. He's going to be a long man in the bullpen for sure. Jonathan Walker, I agree with that too. No problem. Peterson will be elite. I wouldn't know. I don't think he's going to be elite. Hayden, I like him, but I think he's projected as like a number 3, number 4, number 3 at best, and definitely a number 4. But Peterson, he's going to be big for this rotation, no doubt. Peterson is very, he's important because he is the lefty in this rotation. We need him to pitch well. I don't know how many innings he's going to pitch this year. They probably have him on a small pitch amount of innings pitched. I'm not sure how much he's going to pitch, but we will see. But we need him to be good. Stream karaoke, Nelson? No, you wouldn't want to hear me sing. You guys will definitely unsubscribe. I guarantee you that. Jonathan, breaking news: Paul Sewell comes back to the Mets and breakout. If that happens, I buy everybody on here a new Mets jersey, authentic, not the fake stuff from China. 100%. That's definitely not gonna happen. Fernando, nah, I think he should be in the starting rotation. Carrasco needs more time. You see, that's the thing. According to Carrasco, he has this issue every year with spring training with his arm soreness. So, I mean, if you take him at his word, I mean, I don't see why he would lie. You know, he seems like a truthful guy, especially a guy who came back from cancer. So, excuse me. Yeah. Right now, I would take Yamamoto and Lucchesi in this Mets bullpen because that bullpen needs help. As you guys may know, I don't like the bullpen. So I think those guys can stay if they're not needed in the rotation because of an injury or just like an extra arm because you got a double header or something like that. Keep them in the bullpen. They're going to make the bullpen a lot deeper, a lot stronger. And that's what we want. We want a bullpen that can actually save games and protect leads. That's the whole point. Sal, let's talk lineup. My lineup for the most part: Nimmo, Lindor, McNeil, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, Davis, McCann. I don't think McNeil's gonna be batting third. If you've seen a lot of Rojas lineup in spring training when the big guys are in, McNeil's been hitting six behind Smith. So and everybody's been moving up. I like Conforto in the third spot. I do like your 1 and 2. Nimmo, my lineup would be Nimmo, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, McNeil, Davis, McCann. So I would switch it up a little bit. Sal, I don't like McNeil in the 3 spot. He is an RBI guy, but he is not the guy you want in the 3rd spot because what it does, it pushes guys back. You don't want Alonso batting 5th. You don't want Smith batting 6th. It's a little too back in the lineup that I want. You know, those are the guys that are going to drive in the runs. Conforto, Alonso, Smith. You want them 3, 4, 5 for sure. Now, I prefer I mean, McNeil can bat in a lot of areas because the way he hits, but because Nimmo is a better leadoff hitter than McNeil because he gets on base more. He's an on base guy. He takes walks. He gets hit by a lot of pitches. And Lindor, I wouldn't mind him batting third and put McNeil second as McNeil's a feisty guy. He swings at first pitches, but McNeil can get on base. He's a contact guy. And then you have Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith as the big power guys. But Lindor batting second is not a bad idea either, but we have to wait and see what Rojas is going to do. Cole, Sewald is in Seattle, right? I believe he is. I believe they picked him up when the Mets released him, if I'm not mistaken. I could be you might be right. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Seattle. It is an AL West team. I know that. Bro, remember it's the Mets we're talking about. We go by what he says. Watch, he gets hurt long term if they rush him. Well, you know what? Then you'll have your wish and Yamamoto be in the rotation. Matt Harvey, yeah. He's going to have all the wins for the Orioles. 13. Jonathan, I would play Guillorme opening day. Look, I like Guillermo, but I don't really. Let me be nice about it. Guillermo is a nice player, but for a team and an infield that the Mets have right now, he has to be on the bench. And there's a reason for that. Guillermo is going to have he's going to play a lot of games. Off days that you're going to give guys like Davis, Lindor, McNeil, he's going to play. Guillermo is going to play a lot. When you got to give an off day to one of those guys, he's going to play. He's going to come off the bench in the late innings of the games when we have a lead for defensive purposes. You might take Davis out, put Guillorme at third. So that's what Guillorme is. Guillorme is more of a threat off the bench when it comes to defensively and spot starts. Guillorme will get exposed if he plays every day offensively. And you're hurting your offense if you put in Guillorme every day. I know he had a great 22 pitch at bat, but let's be honest. It's spring training. All right. I know it was Hicks on the mound throwing gas 100 plus miles an hour, but I even think Hicks hit 102 yesterday. But let's be honest. Guillorme is a fun guy to watch. He's solid defensively. He might be good offensively, but let's be honest, guys. If you put Guillorme, Jonathan, I'm expecting you to think that Guillorme will play third base and Davis will be on the bench. Well, if that's the case, then you have another lefty in this lineup. So when it comes to lefties, you have Nimmo, you have Lindor. Even though Lindor's a switch hitter, when there's a righty on the mound, he's a left-hander. So you got Nimmo, Lindor, Conforto, McNeil, Smith, Guillaume. So 6 out of your 8 guys are left-handed. You can't have that. I'm sorry. So that hurts Guillaume a little bit. I think Davis has to be in the lineup. I'm telling you right now, Davis is going to be better defensively. I'm telling you that right now. He's going to be better defensively, and that's all we can hope for. If he plays well defensively, his bat's going to show up. Davis is very good offensively. I think Davis is going to hit probably. I'm going to do a video about the lineup, the Mets lineup, just like I did the NL East, the Mets rotation. As you guys are doing, what we're doing right now, I'm going to do a video about the lineup, projected stats, and everything like that based on the lineup, the projected lineup 1 through 8. I think Davis will probably hit about. I think he can hit 25 home runs. I really think so. I think Davis has that type of power, and I think Davis is like a 275 hitter too. So that's a little bit of a sneak peek into my video that I already did, but I'm editing right now. So yeah, I think Davis is fine at third base at the moment, but we have to wait and see. Remember, Davis can lose the starting position, no doubt. But Davis needs to be in this lineup to help the left-handers in this lineup because there's too many left-handers in this lineup as it is. And if you put Guillaume in the lineup besides Davis, you got 6 out of the 8 batters left-handed. And that's a dangerous situation right there because all the pitcher needs to do is in the middle of the lineup, put in a left-hander, and then now we have all left-handed hitters pitching against hitting against a lefty. And that can happen. That sometimes these batters can be good, but let's be honest. About 8 out of 10 times, the lefty pitcher is going to win the battle. Davis is going to hit between 25 30 home runs. I think he's going to have about 80 85 RBIs. I don't think he's going to hit 90 to 95, but Davis is going to be fine offensively. If he's good defensively, we should be okay. Davis could hit 300. I think so too, especially with the lineup, but he's going to be batting very deep in the very back in the lineup, probably 7th. So, there might not be a lot of guys on base for him, because a lot of the bigger guys like Conforto, Smith, Alonso are probably going to drive into runs much more than that. So there might not be a lot of guys on base for Davis, and they might walk Davis a lot more to get the McCann. So Davis is a better hitter than McCann, so they might pitch around him a little bit, which might hurt him with the stats with homers and RBIs. But hey, you got to wait and see. Davis, let's see what else is going on, guys. Rob, I smell some Guillermo haterade. Yeah, you're damn right. You know what? I got soda right now, but I don't got Gatorade, or I would show you the haterade that I have. But at the moment, Guillermo, it's not that I don't like him. I think he's better for his team off the bench because you can do a lot of things with him. You can put him at any position on the infield except for first base, and he will be fine. He can be a spot starter to give guys days off, defensive replacement late in the innings. That's what I think Guillermo can be good at. Every now and then when you need that a lefty bat, maybe you could throw him off the bench to get a base hit, or have a great at bat like he did yesterday, the 22 pitch at bat. Not expecting that every time, but he will have that definitely. So at the moment, guys, this is what we're doing right now. We're talking Mets rotation. We're talking Mets lineup. If you're joining us, if you haven't liked this stream yet, please do, guys. Let's get this live stream out to more people. I'm going to be here for another about half hour or so before I go. If you haven't checked out my video about the NL East lineup rankings, I'm ranking them by average, home runs, and RBIs. Check that video out. It was posted about an hour ago. So check that out, guys. Hope you enjoy it. If you don't agree, let me know in the comments. If you agree or you have other comments and opinions, throw them in the comments underneath the video, and I will respond to you as I always do. As you know, I try to respond as much people as possible. Jonathan, why are you curious about tomorrow's lineup? Is there a reason for it? I'm curious. Oh, Fernando. Oh. Watch Fernando come in last place. Oh, speaking of the fantasy baseball guys, if you're just joining us, I started a fantasy baseball league, Talking Mets with Rob Fantasy Baseball League for the channel. The link is at the top of this chat right now, this live chat. Click on the link. I opened up 3 more spots. So if you want to join, please click on the link, create a team, and you're in the league. The draft is Saturday, this Saturday, March 20th at 5 p.m. So you got to join by at least Saturday before that, before 5 p.m., or you can't join. And I will be live streaming the draft at 5 p.m. on Saturday. So that's going to be very fun. We'll probably be talking a lot of trash. If you get the guy that everybody else wanted and you get him, we're going to be talking a lot of trash. So that's going to be very fun. All right, let me check. Did you see Lindor's interview, Rob? He made me laugh. No, I did not actually. Came from work and started the live stream. So, so no, I did not. What did he talk about, Fernando? Sal, McNeil is a perfect number 2 and a number 3 here. If Nimmo's leading off, I want McNeil second. See, I agree with you, Sal. I do prefer McNeil number 2. I think he's a great number 2 hitter. He puts the ball in play. He makes contact. I know he's been trying to hit for more power, but at the end of the day, McNeil's probably going to be batting 6th, and Lindor's going to be batting 2nd. It's the way I see it. It's the way Rojas been put in the lineup when everybody's in the lineup during spring training. McNeil's been batting 6th. I think McNeil is lost in that 6th spot in the lineup. I think that's crazy to me. You know, it really, I think it hurts McNeil because, you know, you got Davis behind him and you got McCann. There's not going to be a lot of times the pitcher wants to pitch to McNeil, you know, because they probably have a better chance of striking out Davis or McCann than they are McNeil. So I think McNeil should be number 2, and then you push everybody back. It just makes sense. Oh, you just want to know who Rojas picks tomorrow? Oh, well, we got it. Well, we're gonna see. That's for sure, Jonathan. That's for sure. Fernando, he said he's the best shortstop in the league. You know what? Why not? He could be. You never know. You know what? He's got to show it. But you know what? It's good. You know what? These players got confidence. You know, Fernando, you're laughing, but Stroman talks the big game too. Nobody makes fun of him except for me and other people. You like, you know, with Stroman and everything like that. So, you know, he has confidence in himself. So, what's up, Michael? How you doing, buddy? Thank you for joining in. Hit on that like button, Michael. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my latest video of the National League East lineups rankings. I just posted it. Check that out, Michael. Thank you for tuning in, and hope you stick around. We're talking about the Mets rotation, the Mets lineup, and everything else that's on your mind, guys. I see Fernando's commenting a lot in the fantasy chat. Michael, if you don't know, I started a fantasy baseball league for my channel, Talking Mets with Rob. The link is at the top of the chat. If you want to join, there's a couple of spots left that I opened up. If you want to join, Michael, just click on that link and create a team, and you're good to go. You can join the Talking Mets with Rob fantasy baseball league. And the draft is this Saturday at 5 p.m., March 20th. I will be doing a live stream during the draft, so you can join in the stream. Everybody who's here who's in the league can join the chat and join the stream, and we'll do the draft together. We'll be talking trash probably, so that's always fun. Shout out to Michael, guys, for joining the stream. Thank you, Michael, for joining in. Hit that like button, everybody. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, guys. I really appreciate it. We got the 500 subscribers on the last stream, so I really do appreciate you guys. The giveaway is going to happen because of the 500 subscribers, because of your support. As you know, it's going to be the Jeff McNeil Flying Squirrel bobblehead as the giveaway. I haven't received it as of yet. I did purchase 2 of them. So as soon as they come, I will do a video on how to enter to win that bobblehead as the free giveaway. And I'll probably wait, depending on when I get the bobblehead and when I do that video, I'll probably wait about 2 weeks after that, so many people can watch the video and enter to win, and then we'll do that wheel as I did before with all the names for the like I did with the jersey that Hayden won. I'm gonna do that wheel again, spin it twice. The first one's the winner, the second one's the runner up. Obviously, I do a runner up because if if the winner doesn't respond to my doesn't message me through an email that I provide in 72 hours, then the runner up will win. So that's how I'm gonna do it, and hopefully the bobblehead comes soon because I am waiting very patiently. It is coming from Port St. Lucie. They were giving it away, I think, at yesterday's game, if I'm not mistaken. They were giving it away, but they were selling it online because they weren't having a full capacity at the stadium. So the good news is they had about 500 that they made available online, and it was going to one of the children charities that they do out there. So obviously the money's going to a good cause. My lineup would be Nimmo, McNeil, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, Davis, and McCann. You know what? You see, I wouldn't mind that lineup. I think McNeil should be a number 2 hitter. I think moving everybody back, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, Davis, McCann. I don't think McCann is going to have a better season than Real Muto offensively. Defensively, we can argue that, but offensively, I don't think so. Michael, cool. I never done a fantasy. Hey, Michael, if you want to try it, join. It's a lot of fun. Obviously, you can pick your own players as much as you can. If somebody doesn't take the player you want, if you want to join, it's all fun. It's not money league. This is all for fun. Maybe later, maybe in the coming years, it might become a fantasy baseball league for money. But right now, it's just for fun. You see, Fernando, you see, with Stroman, that's my biggest problem with Stroman, is that I have no problem. You have ultimate confidence in yourself. Obviously, these are the best players in the world. You got to have confidence in yourself. But sometimes he just has to shut the hell up. He's not that good. Like, he's good, but he talks like he's won 2 Cy Young on this team. That's the way he talks. He talks like he's DeGrom, and he's not. Now, he might have a good season, but he's still not going to be better than DeGrom. So it's stupid. I don't know why I get players have ultimate confidence in themselves because that's how they are, but Stroman just needs to pitch and shut the hell up. Just like, DeGrom doesn't talk shit. DeGrom doesn't talk about himself. Every time I hear a press conference with Stroman, he's talking about himself in the third person. It's like, stop it, please, God. Like, go out there and pitch. You pitch good, great. You get a standing ovation from Met fans. But I'll tell you right now, I really wish there was a full crowd at Citi Field on opening day. And I want to see the reactions Stroman gets. There's going to be a lot of boos when Stroman gets introduced. I'm telling you that right now. There's not a lot of people that were very happy with him. One, because he opted out. And let's be honest, he opted out because he knew he was going to become a free agent at that moment. It was not because of COVID. Because if you follow him on social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, and everything like that, Marcus Stroman was all over the place in Utah, where he bought his new house, and in Florida, where he lives. So he was all over the map, all over the place. And so clearly COVID wasn't a problem driving around and going everywhere within Florida and Utah. But at the end of the day, he didn't pitch for us, and that pissed me off because it wasn't COVID that made him opt out. He used the COVID rule to opt out just in time so he can become a free agent. If he really cared about COVID, he would have did it before the season, and he would have still had the Mets. He would have still been on the contract without the Mets giving him a qualifying offer. Yeah, you know what? But Lindor has more of a happy confidence and egos. Lindor seems like a nicer guy than Stroman. I think Stroman has a cocky attitude. I don't think Lindor is cocky. I just think Lindor is more of a happy-go-lucky ego guy. That's what I think he is. But Stroman is just Fernando, that's what he did. Stroman took advantage of the coronavirus and the COVID rule that was in effect in Major League Baseball last year to opt out. But they were also allowed to opt out exactly at the same moment that he was eligible to become a free agent the following year. And clearly that's what he did. That's what his agent talked about. Like I said, it's a good strategy to make money. Obviously, he protected himself from getting hurt if he would get hurt, and he's making almost $19 million this year for a qualifying offer. So it was a good deal. And then he's going to be on the market next year. If he pitches well, he's going to get paid. That's what it is. Well, you know what? If he opts out this year, there's no COVID rule. So he won't be making no money. So I don't think he's going to do that, to be honest. Sal, the league is head to head, yes. Stroman is going. Okay, I already read that. Yes, so Sal, the league is head to head. So just so everybody knows, it is a head to head fantasy league. It is not a point system, which I thought about, but I think head to head's a little bit more fun. All right, guys, we got 12 consistent viewers right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hit on that like button if you haven't already. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. I really appreciate it. More things are going to be happening with this channel, more videos, more live streams. I will be doing pre and post game reactions to the games during the season as much as I possibly can. And the videos will still be coming in, and probably be videos based on the performances of the players of that game and so forth and so on. Fernando's talking trash to everybody. What's the story on the bandana? Yeah, it's a do-rag. He always worn it. Even in Toronto, he wore it all the time. It's just something that he does. He wears, So it is what it is. Hey, I don't really care what he wears, to be honest with you. As long as he strikes out guys and pitches well, I can give a damn. He can go out in a tutu as long as he pitches well. You know what? Look, Sal, I pay money, you pay money, everybody pays money to go to these games. Everybody has the right to boo. When a guy is struggling and not playing well and not hitting in the clutch, you get booed. When Diaz blows a game, he gets booed. You're gonna get booed, but let's be honest, we're gonna support Stroman, but he's gonna hear it from the fans. I'm telling you that right now, because at the end of the day, he basically ran away from his team that needed him. This team needed Stroman last year, and he opted out. So he clearly cared about himself, did not care about the team. And you know what? There's a lot of guys, you know what? If DeGrom would have opted out last year and said, I have a kid at home, I had a pregnant wife, fine, we get that. But DeGrom didn't do it. He has kids at home. Stroman doesn't. He has a girlfriend and a mother. It's kind of like it was just, look, it was a tactic that he used. Who knows if he was really hurt during the second spring training before the season in July. He was DeMar. I was not chomping at the bit to get Bauer. It's not all about the cockiness. It's the way he goes about it, DeMar. And he talks a Cy Young game, but doesn't pitch like a Cy Young. Bauer's a pain in the ass. Bauer's cocky as all hell. He's probably more cocky than Stroman. But guess what? Bauer won a Cy Young. Stroman did? No, that's the problem. There's a lot of issues, DeMar, when it comes to Stroman. And this is not, he hasn't pitched like he did in Toronto. If he was talking the way he was, all cocky with his ego to all high hell, Stroman, if he was pitching the way he did in Toronto with the Mets, then I would have nothing to say. But you know what? Bauer is a cocky guy. Bauer is a pain in the ass. He's annoying on social media. Even though it was a 60-game season, Fernando, he still won a Cy Young. He pitched as many games as everybody else could. He played against teams that weren't as good. You can debate that, but the Central wasn't that good. But at the end of the day, he still has a Cy Young. He still has the award. But I was not chomping at the bit to get Bauer. So, DeMar, I'm not sure if you were talking directly to me or just other Met fans in this chat right now, but I was not really chomping at the bit for Bauer. But it comes to a point where you got to stop talking and produce. Stroman has not done that in the Mets uniform as of yet. He has not been the same guy like he was in Toronto. So he needs to put up or shut up. And that's my opinion about that, DeMar. If you don't agree with that, I'm sorry, but that's the way I feel. Jonathan gonna pick Paul Sewell and gonna win the fantasy. Sal, Rob, do you remember a kid with a Mets cowbell in section 515 a few years ago? A kid with a cowbell. I remember Eddie running around with the cowbell. as you know, Eddie is cowbell man. That's one of my best guys right there, my best friends. I hang out with him a lot. A couple of times I traveled with him to Washington to watch some Met games. So Eddie the Cowboyman, but not the kid. I might have heard it and not paid attention to it, but no, I have not seen a kid with the cowbell in 515. I agree, Sal, with you, but let's not boo on opening day. Um, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say yes or no to that, Sal. I'm not sure. Who knows? I might not be able to go to the City Field, but if I do, I probably will just give him a nice little clap. Obviously, the biggest ovation will probably be DeGrom, as always. But yeah, I don't think. Look at Fernando. Boo! Eric Campbell was an interesting guy for this Mets team off the bench for many years, about 6 years ago. Fernando, wait, the worst stadium? Oh yeah, I agree with. Oh, look, I don't. Let me see. I'm not gonna lie and say I've been to all the stadiums. I have not. I've been to about 10 of them. But yeah, I don't like Yankee Stadium at all. Not because I'm a Met fan. I went to a lot of games at Yankee Stadium, not just Mets Yankee games. I like to go to baseball. I love baseball, so I like to go to the games when I can. Obviously I live in Queens, so the Bronx is a pain in the ass to get to, but I do go to Yankee games sometimes. Just check out the atmosphere, check out the game because I like baseball. I don't like Yankee Stadium. It's with Citi Field, you can walk all around Citi Field, and you can still have some type of access and view to the game, which is great, and to the field. But Yankee Stadium, you can't do that. You're in like a concrete wall while you're walking around, or you can walk up to a certain point, then you have to go up the stairs, come around. It's stupid. I don't like Yankee Stadium. I do like the scoreboard and the Yankee Stadium letters across. I like that, but other than that, Yankee Stadium is a lot to be desired for, and I don't like obviously Yankee Stadium is not too far from old Yankee Stadium, it's right across the street, but I don't like the location of it. It's just too clustered to me. Hey, Mike King, how you doing, buddy? Do I miss Ike Davis? God no. When he got that what was it, Valley Fever, he was never the same player. When he was in Arizona, but I thought Ike Davis was going to be good when he first came up. He was a fan favorite, but after that, he had a terrible swing. He had a long, loopy swing, and it just caught up to him. Pitchers realized how to pitch to him, and then Ike Davis was basically non-existent, and that's why he's not in the majors. So, Mike Scott, does it count if you just go to the stadium but not see a game there? Uh, was it like a concert? I've been to like one concert, but I went to Citi Field to watch a concert. Hayden, I agree. Camden Yards is beautiful. It's one of the it's a very fan friendly ballpark for sure. It's very nice. Grandy, I love Curtis, man. He was one of my favorite signings that Alderson ever made, even though it wasn't a lot to choose from. But Granderson was the type of guy where he had that leadership. He didn't talk a lot, but he proved it on the field, and I liked him. He's a good guy, great clubhouse guy, and he was great for us during a couple of years that we had him, the 4 years. And he helped us along the way to make the World Series in 2015. Jonathan, I'm going to use reverse psychology and cheer for Harper because when I boo him, he hits well. Well, Harper, I can't stand Bryce Harper. He's one of the biggest crybabies in baseball. I think he would be so much more of a better player than he already is if he would just shut the hell up too. He's another one. He's not a team player. Like you've seen it with the Phillies, you even seen it with the Nationals. When he has a bad game, he's always mopey and pissed off, even though the team won. When the team loses and he goes 4 for 4 and hits a home run, he's mad. He's mad that they lost, but he still had that little sparkle in his eye because he's happy because he went 4 for 4. Harper's not a player that I wanted on my team, and he was a cancer with the Nationals. And as you notice, as soon as he left, the Nationals won. And with the Phillies, he joined the Phillies, and the Phillies haven't even made the playoffs with him. And the Phillies have a good team. Lineup wise, they have a good team. With Real Muto and Didi Gregorius and Hoskins and Alec Baum and all those guys. You know, they got a good lineup. But at the end of the day, Harper is just a guy that just destroys teams, you know, emotionally and physically. You know, he'll hit 35 home runs, but he'll bat 220. You know, like he hasn't played well for the Phillies, and the Phillies haven't made the playoffs without him, with him. So, Yadier Molina, no comment, Fernando. I can't stand Yadier Molina. It would be nice if he retires already. I'm so sick of him. Oh, I can't stand him. Let me check the comments really quick. Michael, I've been to Fenway, but not a game. Just went to see the stadium. Same with the Dodger Stadium. I've been to Fenway twice. I went a couple of years ago when the Seven Line Army went. I think it was 2019, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 2019? It might have been 2018. One of those years. When they had about 1,500 Seven Line guys, people go. I went then. And then I went with my dad whenever the Omer Santos home run to left over the monster was. What was that? 2009? If I'm not 2009 or 10. I think that was. That was when I went to Fenway with my dad. I sat in near the pesky pole. I sat right around there, so that was fun. So that was the 2 times I've been with Fenway. Fenway's a great ballpark. You know, I know it's old as all hell, but it's a beautiful ballpark inside. Outside, you saw the cracks in the walls, but that's the nostalgia of that stadium. You know, I have not been to Wrigley. Believe it or not, I have not got down to Wrigley or got up to Wrigley, up north to Wrigley. I haven't gone yet. I'm hoping to go this year, but I'm definitely going to LA in August. That's for damn sure. It's around my birthday, so it's gonna be fun to go to LA when the Mets play there. You know, we'll have a nice couple of chants for Bauer. So let me check the comments really quick, guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up on them. Oh, that was Jonathan Papelbon, Michael. Yeah, when Papelbon choked his ass. What's up, guys? 14 consistent viewers. Thank you guys for tuning in. 15 now. If you just joining in, please, guys, hit on that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. We're going to be doing a lot of live streams, especially during the season. I just posted a video about the NL East lineups. I'm ranking them by average, home runs, and RBIs. Check that video out, guys. I posted it about 2 hours ago. Please check that out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really appreciate the support, guys. If you haven't heard, I started a fantasy baseball league. The link is at the top of the live chat. Click on that link. I opened up a few more spots in the fantasy league. Click on the link. Anybody's allowed to join. Click on that link. Create a team, and you're part of the league. The draft is this Saturday at 5 p.m. And I will be doing a live stream during the draft. So if you want to join, hit on that link and create a team. Let's see. Great experience just seeing a ball. Yeah, Mike, it was a beautiful ballpark. Watching a baseball game is such a different angle. You know, you're so low, you're so close to the field. It's not like the other stadiums now. Fernando, when is my birthday? My birthday is August 13th. I am a Leo. Mike King, Carlos Baerga. You know what? He was a decent player for the Mets. He should have been a lot better than what he did for the Mets, but he was solid. Nelson Cruz, Fernando Damon should have carpooled with Bruce. John Mayn and Oliver Perez were big for us in 2006. Yeah, for real. John Mayn pitched that great game for us in 06. Oliver Perez was pretty solid. You know, Oliver Perez almost gave up that home run to Scott Rowland when Chavez made the catch. So I never forget that. I was at that game. I never forget that. When he hit that ball, I put my head down. All you heard was everybody go, "Oh." That's all you heard. And then everybody, when Chavez made the catch, everybody went crazy. Yep, we still lost. So that sucked. You know, I think 06 was the Mets year. We would have easily beat Detroit in the World Series as St. Louis did. I think we were the better team. We were better than St. Louis. We were better than the Tigers. So that sucks. What's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in. We just got Billy. Shout out to Billy who just joined us right now. Thank you for tuning in, Billy. Billy, your brother from another mother. What's up, buddy? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in, buddy. If you just joined us, hit on that like button, hit on that subscriber button if you haven't already, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm having a lot of fun right now talking Mets baseball. We're talking about stadiums. We're talking about the Mets lineup, Mets rotation, whatever you want to talk about. That's why we're here, to have some fun. If you haven't joined the fantasy league that I started, click on the link on the live chat. Please hit on that button, hit on that link, and you can join. The draft's this Saturday, guys, at 5 p.m. On Monument and get away with it, Nelson? Well, Nelson, if you keep on drinking a lot of beers, you're going to have to pee somewhere. That's... Mike, is there a bigger Met fan than me? You know, listen, I'm a diehard. I eat, sleep, and you know what? Mets. I bleed orange and blue. I love baseball. It's my favorite sport out of all. But I do enjoy talking baseball, and I'm a very big advocate for the history of baseball and the Mets for sure. Like, there's probably not a lot of things I don't know about the Mets history-wise, but like I said, I know I know personally more bigger fans than I am, and there's a few people that I know that probably beat me because they're older, but I give all the credit to my dad. My dad taught me baseball, taught me the sport, he taught me the scorecard at a very early age. I think I was like 11 years old, and 11 years old when he taught me how to do the scorecard. And I was doing scorecard ever since. I do scorecards now. I do it for every game I possibly can. Who knows? I might even do a live stream during a Mets game while I'm home. I'll be doing a scorecard. It might be very boring for you guys, but it might be fun. I'll show you my scorecard. I don't have my book near me, or I would show you. I got a nice little binder with all the scorecards ready to go. And that's what I like to do. Ernie, what's up, buddy? Thanks for tuning in. So, yeah, I do scorecards as well. I even did it during last season. You know, we were always home. Couldn't go to games. So I think I did about 53 games I scored out of the 60. So that's always cool. Oh, Ernie, you're missing out, man. That is so much fun. And you know how easy it is going over the box scores and going over who did what really quickly before they even say it on the post game? Because, you know, I like watching the post game because of Gary Heatheron and Gary Apple and all those guys and Todd Zeal. You know, I watch it because it's baseball. Why the hell not? But, you know, they go over exactly what I know because I can see it. Mike King, did Patrick Ewing find his credentials? No, but he has a Big East championship. So, and he's in the tournament. So that's always awesome. That's good for Patrick Ewing. You know what? He deserved an NBA job, but he's looking good with the Hoyas right now at Georgetown. Shout out to Ernie for joining in. He's another one of our regulars that always show up for my live streams. Nelson, Fernando, all these guys, Jonathan, Hayden, everybody who's always the regulars that always find a way to get into my live streams. Always, always, always. And Sal, all those guys, they're regulars. They always keep on coming. Sal, do I root for any other team, like baseball team? Not no. Let's put it this way: if I need a team to beat another team that's the Mets need to get ahead of, like say if the Yankees are facing the Braves, and we need the Yankees to beat the Braves to go ahead in the NL East, yes, I would root for the Yankees because I need the Braves to lose because it helps the Mets. But I would never directly root for another team because yeah. But with other sports teams, I'm a Ranger fan in hockey. I am a Knicks fan in basketball, and this is probably going to surprise a lot of people. I am not a New York Jet fan. I am not a New York Giant fan. I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. So I probably lose subscribers now, but I am a Dallas Cowboys fan. Uh, my father is a Jet fan, and a lot of people in my family are Giant fans. But I am a Cowboy fan, so you know how that goes. But I am a Cowboys fan. I always been. I grew up in the early '90s. Obviously, the Cowboys were big in the early '90s, winning championships. So that's probably why I became a Cowboy fan. And my grandfather was a Cowboy fan. So, and I watched a lot of games. I used to hang out with him on Sundays, and I used to watch Cowboys with him because he was a big Cowboys fan. So I just fell in love with the Aikmans, the Irvins, Deion Sanders, Emmett Smiths, all those guys. Emmett Smith was my favorite player. So, Jay Cruz, hey, we got something in common. We're not the same baseball fan, but we're Cowboy fans. Dak Prescott got that huge contract, so we're gonna take over the NFC East. Let's go. The hell with the Giants. Mike, does Ed Two-Toe Jones still box? I'm not sure. I'm not a big boxing fan, but can anybody answer that for Mike? Yeah, he's a Jeff fan. He's a suffering Jeff fan, just like you, Sal. Hopefully, Rob Sala can be a difference with Joe Douglas for you guys. But hey, unfortunately, you know, I don't know about the Jets. They always find a way to screw up. They didn't get the two linemen that I think went to Kansas City and somewhere else. They were supposed to get him in free agency. I think it was a center that went to Kansas City that the Jets were going to get, and they didn't get him. They got some. I know they signed somebody who lost his job last year on the offensive lines. I think he was a linebacker actually, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, for my dad's sake, hopefully the Jets actually start to get better. I don't know if Darnold's going to be a Jet. Zach Wilson might be the new Jets quarterback if they draft him number 2, but we'll see. Jay Cruz, yep, we got 4 more years of Dak. Let's see what he does. Hopefully, he comes back 100%. We we got CeeDee Lamb. We got Cooper. We got all those guys. We got a good offense. The line was terrible for us, but hey, you know what? The NFC East is not that good. The Giants are not that good. The Eagles are not that good. The Washington football team is not that good. Not a lot of really good teams. So the Cowboys can take advantage of the NFC East for sure. Oh, Billy, yes. Marvin Hagler. I know. I saw that. I know. It's sad. Hayden, Mets, Islanders, and Broncos fan. I know a lot of Broncos fans, actually. And as a Met fan and avid guy with the Seven Line Army, there's a lot of Islander fans in the Seven Line Army, so I deal with that all the time. And the Islanders are one of the best teams in hockey. They look good. Alrighty, guys. So I'm gonna cut this short in about 10 minutes. Uh, I'm glad you guys were here for the hour and a half that we have been here. You already know, guys, I really appreciate the support. Check out the video I just posted a couple hours ago about the NL East lineups. I ranked them based on average, home runs, and RBIs. So I did that. I ranked them by the averages, home runs and RBIs. So check that out. It's about a 10-minute video. So check that out, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Watch it as much as you can because watch hours are important. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel and you're in this live stream, please do. I really appreciate the support. The giveaway is going to happen as soon as I get the bobblehead in my hand, and I'll do a video for the giveaway. If you haven't joined my fantasy baseball league, the link is at the top of the chat. Click on the link, join, and I think there's 2 spots left now. I opened up 3 more spots so we get more people in the fantasy league. So if you want to join, click on the link and you're happy to join. Anybody can join, no matter where you're coming from. No matter if you're a subscriber or not, it doesn't matter. Just join the league and let's have some fun this year. We get a full season, so that's always good. So the news about Carlos Carrasco, if you guys haven't heard, looks good. He had that throwing session. He came out of it okay. Looks like he might pitch sometime this week. So if he does pitch this week and everything goes well, he'll pitch the following week, build up his arm strength, build up his pitch count, and he should be ready to go for the season, which basically fills out the rotation. Looks like the rotation that we're going to get for the start of the season, exactly what we wanted. So that's good. We need this rotation to be solid because they probably going to have to pick up the bullpen because the bullpen is – nobody's really pitching well in the bullpen except for Diaz in this spring. So far, Diaz is lights out, but we do have to see him do it in the bright lights when the games count. So we'll see what happens. And as we talked about a little earlier about the lineup, my lineup would be Nimmo, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, McNeil, Davis, McCann. Now, I wouldn't mind McNeil going back to the 2 spot, pushing everybody back. I think it was Fernando that said Nimmo, McNeil, Lindor, Conforto, Alonso, Smith, Davis, and McCann. So any of those 2 lineups will work for me, and I'd be very happy with that. So you would take who would you take out? Oh, Carrasco. Well, that's not going to happen if he's healthy. So Fernando, but I really like Lucchesi. I think he's surprisingly good. He got that funky motion, and he's a left-hander. But like I said, Lucchesi and Yamamoto as long men in the bullpen and guys who can potentially come in the 5th inning if one of the starters are pitching bad. They can come in and shut down for a couple of innings. That would be great for us. That's why these 2 guys are going to be in the bullpen as long men. So we got to wait and see. We got a few more people coming in. 17 live viewers. Thank you so much for joining in. If you haven't already, hit on that like button. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Channel's getting bigger every day. Over 500 subscribers. We're already up to 515. We're getting there. The next milestone is going to be 750. Get the 750 mark of subscribers. Another giveaway. So that's what we're getting for. That's what we're hoping for. Remember, guys, if I get to 1,000 subscribers, I can live stream from my phone at games. And obviously, everybody's been talking about that. I'm hoping I can do that. That's what we're looking for. It would be a fun time if I can live stream a game from my phone at a game. It would be a lot of fun. It would be interesting. You would get clearly live reactions of what happens during a game. You'll be around the people. You would see the people that I hang out with at the games. You would hear the chants, "Let's go Mets." You hear the boos. You hear the cheers, the chants, all that stuff. So hopefully we can all do that. And hopefully it happens sooner than later. Hopefully it happens in the next couple of months. So it can happen during the season, maybe during the summer months, especially when I travel on the road to see the Mets, maybe to LA, maybe to Chicago, Washington, Florida, Atlanta, all those places. That would be fun to live stream from. Obviously, I can live stream from the laptop wherever I'm at, probably before a game and after a game at Citi Field when I'm at Citi Field. But when I'm on the road, Another possibility why I would like to live stream through my phone while I'm in other stadiums across the country. That would be a lot of fun. Polar Bear top 3 MVP voting, very underrated. I don't think Alonso is gonna be a top 3 MVP voter, vote candidate because his average is a big problem. He would have to probably hit like 275, 280, closer to 300 because his RBIs a home run are gonna be there. But if his average is like 240, 250, he's not gonna get a lot of MVP votes. But if he can hit like 280, 290, 300, it's a possibility because he will have the home runs and RBIs to show for it. But his average is probably going to be around 250, 260, which is not really where a candidate for the MVP usually is. Usually, an MVP candidate has a 280 or higher average with the RBIs and home runs go along with it. Yeah. Sal, that was your lineup. Yeah, it was Fernando lineup also. He typed it in. I know a lot of people have similar lineups. Like it's mostly the change from the number 2 spot where either Lindor or McNeil. So everybody has a lot of the same lineups that they would like to see with the Mets. Fernando says we have bad luck with the pitchers. Yeah, we do. We do. Let's just hope that this year we stay healthy because if we stay healthy, this is going to be a solid rotation. The lineup is very deep. We are going to score runs. We do have to worry about the bullpen because the bullpen did not get much better with acquisitions. We got, Loop and we got May as the 2 free agent signings, major league signings that we know that are going to be in a bullpen, and a lot of other guys like McWilliams and Hunter and Montgomery, pitchers that possibly can make the team, but are not looking good in spring. So I don't know. But we do have Luke Casey and Yamamoto that can hopefully help this bullpen a little bit, but we just have to wait and see because the bullpen will make or break this 2021 season for the Mets. Because if the rotation is healthy and we're going to get Syndergaard back in late May, early June, this rotation is going to be very, very hard to beat. May stay away from the mound. Fernando's funny. Lindor in the 3rd spot, risky, but let's see if he can produce in New York. Well, you know what? At the moment, early on in the season, I don't think it's a bad idea to put him 3rd and leave McNeil in that 2 hole. But we have to wait and see for sure. Jonathan, Pilar might break out this year. You know what? Pilar's been great this spring. Defensively, he's been really good. Offensively, I think he was batting 400 if I wasn't mistaken. The last time I checked, and he's been stealing bases in spring too. So he still got the speed, which is nice to see. Sal says trade for Hader. And you know what? It really depends on what the Brewers are doing. If the Brewers are not doing well during the by the trade deadline, they might trade him for prospects. And you know what? If Hader's on the market, the Mets would be stupid not to make that call and see what they want from him. I did a video about probably like a month ago about Lorenzo Cain and Josh Hader, how the Mets could get him. That was before, obviously, the Mets signed Pilar and Amora, and we didn't know about Springer yet. But I did make a trade proposal for Lorenzo Cain and Hader, but you can decide on what players you can put in that trade without Lorenzo Cain and just Hader. I did give a couple of prospects, big prospects, because of Hader and Cain, but you can see why the prospects were steep because of Hader in that deal. Yeah, Fernando, I think you would love that stop and extension talks with Lindor. Over under how many hair colors over 162, Mike says. Well, I don't think I have a problem with hair color. I think I've gone bald because of the Mets, to be honest. So I lose more hair than turn gray. So definitely going bald. So yeah, over for sure. All right, guys. So we got 13 consistent viewers here, 18 likes. Keep on hitting that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Check out my videos I've posted over the last couple of weeks, or if you want to check out the playlist that I put up on my channel. I got over, I think it's close to 60 videos over the last 2.5 months that I've been doing this channel. So check out my videos. There was a lot of videos during the off season about player acquisitions and everything like that. Check those out. There's some things that some of those videos could potentially be reposted and updated, because the Chris Bryant, the Eugenio Suarez, the Matt Chapman videos, things like that, the Josh Hader video, all those videos can be potentially possible situations where the Mets could possibly look for the trade deadline for third base or a big bullpen arm during the season, during the trade deadline. So that's something that we can look at too. So check out my videos, guys. I just posted a video about the NL East lineups. I ranked them based on average, home runs, and RBIs. Check out that video if you haven't as of yet. I really had a fun time actually crunching the numbers and putting it together, because when I'm crunching the numbers, I really don't know who's going to be ranked 1 through 5 in the NL East. And it was pretty cool to see, like, wow, I thought this team would be ranked a little higher when I was doing the numbers, but check that out. Put those comments in the section where the comments are in the video, so you can comment if you agree or disagree, or if you see how I ranked them and why I ranked them the way I did, because based on the numbers and based on the statistics. So it was a lot of math yet again, but I did it with the NL East rotations. I did it with the lineup. I don't know. Let me know, guys, in the chat. Do you think I should do a projected win total for the NL East teams? I'll do a win-loss record and do that. What do you think? Let me know in the comments if you think that I will you want me to do a win-loss record for the NL East. That might be my next video, because I did do a couple of other videos that I already edited and are ready to go. So I usually post them when I think it's a good time to post them. Joey, a modern day Sid Fernandez, said by Nelson. Hell yeah. I agree with that. I like Joey for Lucchesi for sure, man. That funky motion, man. I'm a left-handed hitter. If he'd be throwing it like that, I would have probably been swinging like Ike Davis used to swing. Fernando, thank you, buddy. Check that out for sure. You crunch too many numbers. Yeah, I'm a numbers guy. But if you notice a couple of my videos, I did a couple of videos when it comes to numbers and everything like that, rankings and all that. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna show you. This is my list of the NL East teams, and all the home runs, the average, and RBIs, the numbers. Look at all these numbers. Like, this is what I was doing. I was doing all the math. I was writing it down. I was ranking them. So there's no joke. I do put in the work, guys. So so that is actually the notes that I did for the last video that I just posted. Nelson, I want to do like a parachute guy in 86. Is that wrong? No, hell yeah. If you want to do it, you might get arrested and banned from Citi Field for the rest of your life, but yeah. No, it's actually, you know what? That's a good question, Michael. I don't know where my pen is. I lost it. I might have dropped it. Who the hell knows? Oh, here we go. Here we go. No, it's one of my scorecard pens. As you guys know, I think I showed you in my last live chat. Hold on. I got my handy dandy. I use my sunglass case for all my pens for my scorecard. I got the white out. Oh, I'm dropping my pens now. So yeah, I got all my pens ready for my scorecards, my pencils, and all that fun. And I'm dropping my pencils and pens all over the place. But that's what I'm doing. I got that. I also bought a new set of pens with all the colors on it. I think I showed you guys last time. So I'm gonna be ready to go for my scorecards. I'm gonna print out my scorecards for this year. I usually print out all the the games with the team names on it already. So yeah, I'm a little obsessed with that. So it's not a milky, it's not one of those leaky fountain pens, but it looks like it because there's a lot of crossing out and all that stuff. So hey Nelson, if you stop parachuting on the city field, I'm gonna start tripping the security guard so you can get away. No, I don't have a Mr. Met pen. Not yet. Don't give me ideas, Mike. You're gonna make me spend more money. Keith Hernandez didn't uh inspire me. I like the different pens. I do the different pens for the different teams, Phillies, Reds, Marlins. I do like a light blue and all that fun stuff. So, with the Mets, obviously I do blue and orange, I like write the lineup in blue for the Mets, and then when they score runs, I shadow in the the diamond with the orange pen to show a run scored and all that stuff. Don't worry, guys. You will definitely see my scorecards during the season, during the live streams and all that stuff. So we will have fun with that for sure. Yeah, no, second time. Hey, people ask, you're gonna get it. Fernando remembers. I already showed everybody. I think a couple live streams ago, I showed the pens. Like I said, the next live stream, I'm gonna have my scorecard binder. I have it somewhere, but it's freaking piled up somewhere on my desk. So I'm not gonna go through it now because I'll probably drop my video camera and light and everything, and then you'll lose me and you hear a smashing noise. So, but I will do it next time for sure. Yeah. So, all right, guys. So, do you take the 7 train to the game? No, I haven't in a while. I drive to the games because 9 out of 10 times I go from the game to work, so I would have to drive to the game. But back in the day, I used to take the 7 train all the time with my dad or by myself. No, Damien, the Mets did not play today. They had an off day. They play tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Damien, thank you for joining in, buddy. Hit on that like button, Damien. Yeah, I see, Fernando. You have that good memory. No problem, Damien. Anytime. That's why we're here. Give everybody updates who don't know. Oh shit. Oh no, wife, you're not telling me this time. Nope. I do have to go to bed soon because I gotta be in work in a couple of hours. So wait. Fernando, you said nothing gets past you? Yeah, watch the fantasy. I'm gonna pass you in the standings. Come on, man. You set that up for me perfectly. Traffic is bad coming out of the stadium. You see, Jonathan. I'm not gonna give you my secret, but I don't park in the parking lot. I park on a street that I'm not gonna say because you're gonna take my spot. People are gonna take my spot. So it's a spot a couple of blocks away from Citi Field that I park at. It's a great location to park. You get to the game around about 4:30. When I get to the stadium, I park there, take my nice little stroll, or when it's cold, bundle up, take my stroll to Citi Field, and then there I go from there. And it's 1, 2, 3. It goes, where I park, I pull out, go right on the Grand Central. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the Sal, I'm not telling them. Nope. I said a street near Citi Field. There's a lot of those in Roosevelt Avenue. Don't worry, Fernando. You'll see. Let's go. Fernando, you don't take a car to Citi Field. I know where to park. I learned my lesson a long time ago. I spent an hour and a half trying to get out of the Citi Field parking lot. Hell no. Fernando's talking about the 7 train. He don't want to leave his house because of COVID. Imagine Fernando packed, being packed in the 7 train with COVID. He'd be wrapped in a bubble. Fernando's funny. Nah, I ain't cooking tonight. No, no way. I gotta go to work in a few hours, so I'll probably get breakfast at like Dunkin' Donuts or something. Get my huge coffee that I get every morning. Oh yeah, Jonathan, that's a good question. I don't know if it was the Mets Twitter feed handle or not, but they posted a picture of like an aerial view of the apple that's in front of City Field, and next to it, they looked like they were building something, and it looked like a circle where they were like ready to position a statue. So I think they are. I think they're building it as we speak. Actually, freaking Fernando is gonna look like the freaking uh look like he's going to space when he comes to City Field. He's gonna have his own Met little space helmet. Yeah, who are you telling, Fernando? Dunkin' Donuts, my lifeline in the morning. I go to work like around sometimes 11 tonight or 12. Sometimes 1 in the morning. It depends. But yeah, Dunkin' Donuts is a lifeline. It's the only freaking thing open at, the one that I go to the gas station. It's open 24 hours. So I get my big ass iced coffee. Maybe I'll get a donut. Maybe I'll get one of those mini bagels that they just came out with not too long ago. Those things are like crack. But that's what I usually do to get me going for work. So yeah, that's what it is. That's how it is. We need more statues after Seaver. You know what? Let's start with Seaver and we'll go from there for sure. But yeah, it's about time. It's unfortunate that the Mets, well, the Wilpons waited too long, and unfortunately Seaver with his dementia and then eventually passing away. It would have been so great to see Seaver. I really, it would have been great for Seaver to see it and to see the statue being presented, and he don't get that, but at least his family gets to see that, his wife and his kids. So it's unfortunate because the franchise, they had some issues with him in the past with the Wilpons, but it should have been done many years ago. But the Wilpons, were basically hiding their money from everybody, so it's unfortunate. But at least it's getting done now. It should be. I think they're gonna reveal it when the fans are allowed to come back at 100%, whenever that is. And then we get the Jerry Kuzman retirement day that we were supposed to have last year. So they're going to retire Jerry Kuzman's number too, which is always great. Obviously, I wasn't born yet, but Jerry Kuzman was a big piece of the puzzle for the Miracle Mets of '69. The Benny Agbayani statue. If that's the case, the Met fans are going to riot. Rob, I have tickets for the home opener series. I think the second game, an idea how they're going to work that out at this point. It's going to be a lottery. I don't know. They haven't really talked about it, but I think the Mets are going to wait until Cuomo's supposed to make a decision this week of capacity. So we'll know more. And I'm assuming that's when the Mets are going to come out with a statement about it. But at the moment, if you have season tickets, I think they're going to do a random drawing on who's going to be able to go to the games based on the drawing. And I think they're not gonna honor the seats that you purchased where you're sitting. If you're sitting in, I don't know, the 400 section, or say 401 or 410, they're probably not going to keep you in the same seats because they're going to have to spread people out. So you might be in the same 400 section, but you might not be in the 410 that you bought the tickets in. You might be in 415 or 410, 412, something like that. But it really depends on the amount of people. Yep, Sal, Rangers hockey's about to start. They're playing the Flyers tonight. It's a big game for the Rangers. They got to start winning. Does Costco sell Met items? Every now and then. Every now and then they'll come with the Mets and Yankees stuff. They'll have like right before opening day, they usually come with like a Mets or Yankees shirt, or I think a couple of years ago they had a Mets like stuffed animal, big stuffed animal, and a Yankee big stuffed animal. It was weird, but they don't really carry a lot of stuff. But some every now and then they'll carry during right before the season starts, like Mets shirts, Mets shirt or two, or a Yankee shirt or two. They actually a couple of years ago they had like big plaque, big picture frames of Mets players and Yankees players. They had a David Wright one. I actually bought a David Wright one. They had it wasn't cheap. It was like $80, but it was really nice. It was for David Wright's. I think it was in 20. I think it was a 2015 photo when he first came back from the injury and hit the home run in Philadelphia. It was a picture of that, and I took that, and it's hung up actually. But yeah, it was that one. I think I bought a Mike Piazza one that they had, and I don't. They had a Jacob deGrom one, but I didn't buy it. I don't know why, but I did. I should have bought that one, but it was a couple of years ago. It was like 2018, I think it was. But yeah, they don't sell a lot of Mets Yankee stuff. Statue of Bartolo Colon hitting a home run against the Padres. You know what's funny about that, Jonathan? The 7 line was there. I wasn't there. I didn't go to that game in San Diego, but the 7 line was there when he hit the home run. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, that was awesome. Who would have expected that? Oh, okay, Billy. Yeah. They did that with me too. I got the credit and I rolled it over for this year. Yeah, at this point it's worthless, but you know what? They I don't know if you got the email about how they're breaking down the tickets by month uh and by game. Uh if for some reason you weren't picked to go to the game as a season ticket holder, you get refunded that money by the end of that month. Like if you get the six games during the month that you got for the season tickets for that month, if you were only eligible to go to 3, you get refunded for that 3, and you can take the credit and put it for, I guess, hold it in the account until like playoff tickets come around or something like that. So yeah, so it's a problem, but I did get the credit. So you know what? I didn't really spend any money to buy tickets this year. It was just credited from last year, so that's great. But I'd rather be at games, to be honest. I already spent the money, so I might as well be at games. Nelson, Rob has an alternate site for parking. Yes. Shh. I can't tell you. Sorry, guys. I need that parking spot. Mike, am I gonna get my own merch? I was thinking about it. I can't sell it through my YouTube channel as of yet because I need 1,000 subscribers to be eligible and not have any issues with YouTube because they don't allow to do that just as of yet. But I could make merch and sell it on the side and give you a link to it, and then we'll go from there. Or if you want, like, I don't know if you saw the shirt that I have. It's the Talking Mets and Rob shirt that I made for myself. I made 2 of them, but I didn't think this channel was gonna blow up as it has. But I could make merch. I mean, if people are interested in merch for my channel, hey, I would definitely do that. But I gotta make sure people are interested in purchasing it before I spend money on merchandise that are just gonna sit in my closet. So, but I can always set up like an Etsy page or just a regular free website that I can just put you guys on, and then set up and then send you to the link to buy merch and stuff like that. So that's up to you guys. I got over 500 subscribers now, so people might be interested in buying the merchandise, but it's got to be financially smart too. I'm not going to spend a couple of $100s on merchandise that I make for my channel and then it doesn't sell. It's not a smart move. Mets pending on the high low. uh, no, they're very strict about that. But Nelson, I am allowed to, wear whatever I want. I don't have to worry about it. So I wear a lot of Mets stuff. But Ghostway, yes, I saw you subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, buddy. Shout out to Ghostway. He subscribed to my channel. I think if it wasn't today, it was yesterday that he subscribed to my channel. So Ghostway, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for subscribing. Hit on that like button, Ghostway, so we can get that this stream out to more people so more people can start watching it. Thank you. X Bauer, how to do the website? He has a whole marketing team and they still screwed it up. Shout out to Ghostway, everybody. All right, so yes. Let's see. We were 2 hours and 10 minutes into our very, very interesting chat stream this today. Hey, Ghostway, if you want to, if you like fantasy baseball, I put the link at the top of the chat. If you want to join the fantasy baseball league that I started, click on that link and join. Anybody can join. There's 2 spots left in the league. So if you want to join, click on that link and create a team and you're good to go. Billy, no, I haven't. I didn't see that. His YouTube. Michael Scott, what has happened to the Bow website? Well, what happened was right before he made a decision on where he was going to sign, everybody thought he was going to sign with the Mets because on his site, his marketing team put up LFGM Mets merchandise with the Bauer merchandise for LFGM and all that stuff, and it was a mistake because obviously he chose the Dodgers. So, yeah, that sucks. So that's what happened to his site, Michael. I might check out Fuzzy's content. I didn't even know he had a YouTube channel, but I'll check it out. Why not? The hell else am I gonna do, right? So Fernando, if that Jared Porter statue is outside City Field, will he have his penis out? Oh shit. Ghostway, it's not so bad. You know, it's cold here in New York. I don't know where you're from, but in New York it's cold. What else is new? But yeah, so far so good. We're in, we've been here for 2 hours, talking Mets baseball and talking about everything basically. Oh, Fuzzy is a weirdo. I haven't even watched it. I'll check it out to confirm that. Oh, okay, Fernando, exactly. So Jared Porter penis out statue. Why not? Cole, there is a game tomorrow. I think they're facing the Cart. Who the hell are they facing? Oh, I forgot to check. Oh, they're facing the Astros again. That's the interesting thing, that the Mets are only playing the teams on the eastern part of Florida because they play in the same 5 teams over and over and over again, or 4 teams. So yeah. Tomorrow there's a game at 1:10 against the Astros. I'm not sure if I'm gonna live stream during the game, guys. I'm working a double, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stream. So I'm not gonna be sure. I'm not sure if I am, because I might be getting home a little after the game started. So yeah. You guys are crazy. So yeah. So I'm probably not gonna do a live stream, but if I do, I will be going over by my dad tomorrow after work. So if I get out of work early enough, I will be taking my gear with me. So if I do get out of work early enough, I will be with my dad. So maybe he'll pop on with me during the live stream. So my dad looks a lot like me, just older with glasses. My dad, a lot of people think he looks like let's see, what the hell is his name? Sorry. I have a brain freeze right now. I'm trying to think damn. Hold on. I gotta remember. See, this is bad. See, this is really bad. I should know this. It's really bad. Really, really, really bad. I should have known. Oh, okay. There you go. A lot of people say he looks like Walter White when he shaved his head with the glasses and bald and the mustache. That's my dad. So he looks kind of like Walter from Breaking Bad. Yeah, and you know what's funny, Fernando? His name is Robert also, but we call him Bob. Everybody calls him Bobby. My dad just got a new puppy. He got a mini pit bull, so I'm going over there to check out the puppy. So I'm gonna check him out a little bit. Oh yeah, Frank Fleming. Yeah, he's part of Barstool now. Yeah, if you I don't know if you follow Frank, but he's currently in the hospital because you know he's severely overweight and he had a lot of issues with his leg and stuff like that, with infections and all that. He's currently in the hospital. I follow him on Twitter because now he's with Barstool now. Frank, yeah, Frank Fleming. You know what's funny? I actually met him 2018 when he was at the Met game. You can't miss him, you know. But yeah, he's unfortunately very overweight. But he did lose a lot of weight since the last time I seen him. I think he lost like 100 pounds. I mean, he was severely overweight, but hopefully I really wish he's okay because he is a really cool guy to hang. Like I met him at the Mets game a couple of times. I do know him, not like personally, like on an everyday basis, but I do know him. You know, I contacted. I actually text him first time in a while, but I did text him to make sure just this give him send him a little prayer because he's a very he's severely overweight and hopefully he's okay. But he he is an annoying guy, but you know what? He's part of Barstool, and they're all annoying. So, but yeah, Mike, you're the second person that said that. That I got a little polar bear look to me. I don't know about that, but sure, why not? I take it. I wouldn't mind being Pete Alonso. Ghostway, I can't wait until I hit it down so you can donate. Hey, listen, as soon as I get there, man, I'll take it, man. But thank you for that support, man. Hopefully soon. But I would really appreciate that support, man. That would be awesome. Sooner the better. That's the important part. This channel will go big for sure. I can guarantee you that. I'm here for the long haul, guys. I promise you that. I got the regulars that come all the time to my chats, always look at my videos and everything like that. Like I said, I didn't get the 500 subscribers, for no reason. Obviously, you guys were a big part of that as well. And I appreciate that. All you guys. Yeah, you know what? He sounds ignorant, but he's a really cool guy. Like I say, if you talk to him person to person, he's very knowledgeable of the game too. But he's like that nerdy type. But he can be annoying, but he's a nice guy. He's different. But yeah, that was funny when they interviewed him with the whole Mets opening day with the train. Yeah, Ghostway, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like if I get the 1,000 subscribers, man, I'm streaming from the game, no doubt about it. Talk about something that people want to see. People would love to see a live stream of me and people and the game. I probably can't like tune into the game every second with the camera because YouTube will probably go crazy with copyrights. But I'll definitely have like the live stream going for some part of the game for sure. Definitely be doing pre and post game live streams. So that's always great. So I'm gonna try my best because it does involve a lot of editing to get ready for the live stream and a lot of craziness that goes on for the live stream. So I'm gonna try my best the day before to set up the thumbnail and set up all the information that I need, the description and all that before the day of the game. So I can be ready so I can just click the live button and go. So I'll be taking my laptop everywhere before I hit 1,000 subscribers because I can't do it otherwise. So if the camera might be a little grainy, but you'll know what's going on. Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you. I appreciate that. Fernando sounds like Stroman with his cockiness with the fantasy baseball league. Billy, good night, man. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. Sal, yeah, I know. I just saw it. I got the update. Yeah, the Rangers not looking good, but they're very young, so they got to get better. We need Lafreniere and Kako to keep picking it up. They're very young, but Lafreniere is the number one player in the draft. We got to get it going. Jonathan, yes, Cowbell. Oh yeah, I was just talking about him earlier. Cowbell Man always goes to games. Yeah, I'm good friends with Cowbell Man Eddie. That's his name. But yeah, I don't know if you heard Jonathan, but earlier in the stream I said me and Cowbell Man traveled down to Washington in 2019 like twice or three times last year. In 2019, me and him drove down to Washington. So yeah, me and him are good friends. And Cowbell guy is a big Cowboys fan as well. So with Jay Cruz and me. So Ghostway, in my opinion, the Mets have third or second best rotation. I might be biased, but I have so much hope. I agree with that. If they're healthy, they're especially when Syndergaard comes back, they got like a top 3 rotation for sure. Oh yeah, Pinman too. Yes, Nicholas, I know him too. Yeah, Cowbell Man, Eddie, and Pinman Nick. Yeah, I know those guys. I see him all the time. Nick lives close to me where I am. I always see him in the parking lot at Dick's Sporting Goods on Woodhaven with his. I don't know if you guys know, but Pinman drives a Nissan Altima that is covered in Met stickers. So it's very easily, and he has the Met flags on the windows and everything like that. So it's very recognizable. So every time I see him, I see the car, I know he's around. So one of these, when I see the car, I'll take a picture of it and I'll post it, and you guys can see. But I'm not sure. Let me check my phone real quick. I might have one. Let me see. See if I get lucky and I can find it. Got a lot of pictures. So just give me a second. The first thing I pull up is all the games that I went to in 515. I don't know if you guys can look really quick, but that's all my peoples in 515 from the 7 line and everything else. Let me see if I can find. Might take a long time, but yeah, I probably can't find it. That's for sure. It's gonna be a lot of work trying to find it, but yeah, he has a car. Nicholas Pinman. But yeah, he drives a car with Met stickers everywhere. Ghostway, you should make people mods when the channel blows up. What is people mods actually? I'm not sure what that is. Like I said, I only been on YouTube for 2.5 months, so I'm learning as I go. To be honest with you, I'm not really sure what the people mods is, but I'm assuming it's something very unique to YouTube. But but you know what? I'll Google it at the time, right? Why not? Let's see. But yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, so it's like a moderator. Okay, I see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess I could. Yeah, okay. But you know what, Ghostway, I'm not big on blocking people or banning people unless it's like racist or sexist. You know, if they want to talk shit when it comes to like sports and stuff, that's all cool. You know, like talk trash. That's cool. I'm up for it. Sal, ex Eddie about the clinching game 2016 in Philly. They wouldn't let him in with his cowbell, so my son gave him one of his little Mets. Oh, shoot. You know what? Funny you say that. He talked about that a couple of years. It might have been in 2018 or 2017. I remember the story that he talked about. He talked about it I was at one of the games with the 7 Line Army, and he was talking about that. You know what? That you brought up a good memory there. I remember him speaking about that, if I'm not mistaken. Fernando comes back with the talk. You know what? That's what everybody says. Look at me. Yo, you sound like a Yankee fan. Look at my 27 rings. Yeah. But yeah, you haven't won lately. See? So yeah, Ghostway, I'll look into it actually with the people mods. Oh, that's cool, Sal. That's awesome. With your son and the cowbell. That's awesome. That is crazy. But yeah, that's typical Philadelphia being snobs. Not letting cowbell, man. What the hell is he gonna do with a cowbell? He bangs it. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys are. I really like the support. I enjoy it. I enjoy the comments and everything going on. We got 20 likes. We got 10 consistent viewers that consistently are here almost all the time. So we got the 20 likes. If you haven't liked this video of the stream already, please do. Haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button, everybody. As you know, we're trying to get this channel blowing up. In 2.5 months, I got over 500 subscribers. What I was told, I didn't know this, but uh, based on just sports channels and baseball channels, it's one of the quickest to get the over 500. I got an email from YouTube about a few days ago when I hit 500 subscribers. I'm in the top 10% of fastest growing channels in the category of baseball. So that blew up really quickly. So that's awesome, actually. Like when I started this channel, I didn't think it was going to get anywhere close to where I am now. So, Ghostway, I'm probably going to end the stream in a few minutes. So if you're not back before that, have a good night, buddy, or day wherever you are. Have a good night. I'm probably going to be leaving just now because I gotta get some sleep before work. But Ghostway, thank you for tuning in and thank you for subscribing. Absolutely, Mike. Have a good night. So if I do a live stream tomorrow, guys, as Mike said, I might have my dad pop up on the stream while we're watching the game. That'll be fun. So, all right, guys. So I'm gonna cut this live stream off right now. We've been here for 2.5 hours. It was a fun time. Azan, I work at Costco. I'm a forklift driver. Oh God, no! I can't call. Are you crazy? I run the receiving area. For sure. Like, yeah, I run the docks. Like, that's why it was so hard for me to get my vacation because everybody likes to run around the store. Oh, with the forklifts and dropping stuff out of the steel. Nobody likes to unload the trucks. I think that's the easiest thing to do in the store. I don't crash into anything, so I like driving the forklift. I got my speaker going. I usually listen to sports talk radio and WFAN and all that stuff while I'm working. Nobody bothers me. I might get a boss every now and then that pops up just to make sure I'm good, but I take care of the doc, so that's always fun. Hell yeah, let's go, Ernie. I don't know, Jonathan. The Phillies, their pen sucked the last couple of years, but they did get two good arms, so we'll have to wait and see, right? All right, guys. So I'm gonna end this live stream. I want to stream at work. Listen, when I get all right, this is what I'm gonna do, guys. Before I go, Fernando, this is for you and everybody else. If I get to 1,000 subscribers, I will live stream on the forklift with my phone in the corner so you can see where I'm at, what I'm doing. Probably wearing Mets gear like I always do. Yeah, I don't think anybody needs a plug for Costco. They're making enough money during this pandemic. But no, we don't use the same forklifts all the time. We switch back and forth. But I do have my Mets gear I always wear, and everybody always kills me for it because there are a lot of Yankee fans there, but that's okay. So, yo, Fernando, there's no discount on Costco. I only get a free membership. That's it. Nah, Ernie, I'm not gonna get in trouble. Listen, I won't get in trouble. Don't worry about that. But yeah, so if I get to 1,000 subscribers and I can use my phone to live stream, I will go live at least once at work while I'm on the forklift. So you guys might hear me mumble under my voice cursing with all the trucks I get and the nonsense that goes on sometimes, but it's always fun. So so Azan, no, I'm about 25 minutes away from it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna. I live in Queens, New York. All right, guys. So I'm gonna shut this live stream down. Everybody, have a great night. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I really appreciate it. Thank you for spending 2.5 hours with me without a game today. Check out my latest video about the NL East lineups, rankings, average, RBIs, and runs. Check out my other videos if you have time, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Everybody, have a great night. I will see you next time. And as always, let's go Mets. Have a good night, everybody.